I hope you haven't invited me out just to pester me about Sherlock Holmes again.
The article isn't going to write itself, Inspector.
And I'm not going to write it for you, Miss Coleman. The way you talk, anyone would think Holmes was the only detective who ever lived.
On the contrary, Inspector. Did you read my story in Hammond's Gazette? Based on the things you told me about Holmes's rivals.
I may have glanced at
I
it.
did notice a copy back in your lodgings.
Colourful, but not inaccurate.
Circulation went up.
Did it?
If I had another story, they're talking about putting it on the front page.
Are they? I'm still not going to help you with the Holmes piece. Fellow's had more than enough attention lavished on it.
Well, perhaps that can wait. Now, I've been doing some research of my own. I've got a few names. Paul Beck. Now, have you ever worked with him?
Paul Beck? That show-off Holmes had his quirks, but Beck was an out-and-out eccentric. There was a case, yes, and although I wrapped it up, I never met him. But I did talk to the principals in some detail. It was a murder in a country house. Quite a tricky murder. And the murderer had an accomplice. Perhaps the most unusual accomplice I have ever come across.
Damn it to hell. Why can't I hit anything this morning? And you're no help, Flora. A useless dog, startling the birds at every turn. Lennox, reload that for me. Oh, that blasted heat. It's like being in an oven.
Calm yourself, Uncle. You're spoiling a beautiful morning.
Jonathan, do you see what I see? End of the East Field.
Colonel Peyton, yes, I see him.
He's on our land, damn him.
We've been through this before, Uncle. How many times? The estates are joined. We do not have fences. The boundaries are approximate.
He's nothing less than a poacher in those damn-your-eyes tweeds. Thank you, Lennox.
The poacher, as you call him, has a Victoria Cross, is a credit to his country, a decent man. Though his tweeds may be a little colourful, I give you that.
Don't you jest with me, sir. Missed again. Damned heat.
I hesitate to raise this, but Colonel Peyton, Uncle, you should know I have spoken to him about his daughter.
Julia?
Julia. I want to appeal to some side of you that surely must have a jot of sympathy with how I feel.
I am not without feelings. You and Mark, I've tried to be a father to you for some long years.
Well, be a father to me now, then. Miss Julia Peyton has done me the honour of promising to be my wife. I have Colonel Peyton's consent. I would do everything to make this link between our families work.
If you disgrace yourself with such a marriage, I will not speak to you again. I cannot break the entail of my deceased brother, but I can cut off your allowance and make you a beggar while I live, and I can live another 30 years to spite you. You destroy yourself for a pair of pretty eyes.
Am I a fool for your eyes, Julia?
Why is your uncle so full of bile? Why doesn't the earth just open its jaws and swallow him up?
But there it is. We're done for.
But there it isn't. I love you for you, not for you with your allowance, Jonathan. The scientists tell us that the stars we see at night are dying. It will take millions of years for their light to fade, but not nearly so many millions of years for the light of my love for you to fade.
My theoretical astronomy is weak.
Oh, come here, man. Oh, careful! You'll have us in the water. Yes. You're stronger on the practical side. We're both going to have to be strong.
Oh, how we fought, Uncle and I. Things I said.
We always knew it was going to come to something like this.
I need to talk to my brother. Poor Mark. The way Uncle treats him. It's going to be hell for him if I'm not going to be around to stick up for him.
Oh, good morning, Master Mark. Any luck at the races yesterday?
The races were splendid. It was the horses that let me down.
Oh.
Couldn't spare me one of those, could you, Tilly?
Here's a good one.
Thanks. This is an ultimate peach. A platonic peach.
It's a red Avon, last time I looked.
Oh, pity about my shirt. But that's a small price to pay for perfection. Could I trouble you for the time, Mr. Tilly?
Just coming up to 1 o'clock. Did Master Jonathan get hold of you?
Jonathan?
Yeah, he was looking for you a minute ago.
Here? What's he doing here? I thought he was out on the river.
What? Tilly, smoke coming out the window. That was the muzzle loader.
Uncle's room. Come on. Hey. Jonathan, what are you doing here?
My dear brother, this is pretty ghastly. Uncle has been shot dead.
Oh, my God.
But I saw him not half an hour ago, sleeping.
The right barrel was still smoking when I came in.
You don't think he...
How could he? The gun's on the table, the other side of the room.
But, I mean, did you see anyone?
Not a soul. I'd gone to my room, heard the shot, and ran back down the corridor.
Maybe whoever did this got out through the window.
Oh, could hardly be so, sir. You and I, we were standing below.
I heard a shot.
Julia.
What?
Best not to look, my love. No, don't touch the gun, Mark. We must leave everything exactly as it is. Tilly, lock the door behind us. And you'd better fetch Constable Wardle.
What are you doing here, Julia?
I came back. I know it sounds mad, to try and talk to your uncle. I was outside in the garden when I heard the shot.
This is disaster. Jonathan in Uncle's room.
But Jonathan could never...
I know that. We need help. We're all of us in a mess.
What are you doing?
I'm writing a telegram. We need someone more high-powered than Constable Wardle. Damn, what's his name? The clever fellow who solved the Windlesham murder. Beck. Paul Beck, yes.
Paul, this has just come for you. Sorry to drag you away from your geraniums.
Well, read it out for me, dear.
To Paul Beck, Thornton Crescent, Wimbledon. Come at once. Case of murder. Expense no object. Mark Neville, Berkeley Manor, Dorset.
Once, that seems well rather soon.
You have been looking peaky of late. I believe a murder would do you no end of good.
You think so? Expense no object. Now, that, of course, does put things in a different perspective. One must be practical.
I'll pack you a bag.
Come inside, Jonathan. Have a drink.
Can't do anything positive until this Beck comes.
And with the trains, that won't be until midnight.
It's such an impossible, dreadful thing. And a dire thought grows in my mind.
Tell me.
Good evening, gentlemen. Miss Peyton.
Constable Wardle, my dire thought made flesh.
Master Jonathan, we've got to have a talk, you and I. Difficult as this is.
I think I will have that drink after all. That's better. I shall have another one of those. Uncle was always a little short in his measures.
You're upset, Jonathan, but this doesn't help.
You're quite mistaken. It helps enormously. Now, Wardle, it has become apparent to me that I am the only possible suspect in a murder seemingly free of other suspects, found within a minute of the death of my uncle, standing beside the corpse.
Jonathan, don't talk like this.
Well, sir, facts are facts and duty is duty.
Damned illuminating of you, Wardle. One of life's natural philosophers, eh?
Jonathan.
Going to take me in, are you?
I'm sorry, sir, but you did have words, hard words, with your uncle only an hour before his death.
Yes, I did. You've obviously been listening to the backstairs gossip.
John, Wardle isn't your enemy.
I don't see any necessity of arresting you at this time, Mr. Neville, but I must ask you to stay on this property and be answerable to me.
Answerable? What sort of a man do you think I am? And further drinking sobers us again. Little quote I learned from you, Julia. I was less than a gentleman when I spoke to you a moment ago, Mr. Wardle. I regret it infinitely. Please pardon me.
Times like this, we all forget ourselves.
Excuse me, I made my own way in. Is this a private argument? Or can anyone join in? My name is Paul Beck. You asked for me. Mark Neville?
Yes, but how could you make it here at this time? There were no trains until later.
Your telegram did say, expense no object and come at once, and since time is, so to speak, an object, I hired a private train.
A private train?
I know some people at Waterloo, thus combining the license you gave to me with the demand you put to me. It seemed the practical thing to do, and you, sir?
Jonathan Neville, my fiancée, Miss Julia Peyton.
Mr. Beck.
Delighted. Now, I should like to ask a few preliminary questions, and then to be introduced to the corpse.
I dare say I should also tell you about the quarrel I had with my uncle.
I dare say you should. But in a moment, Mr. Neville, what a place this is. A whole room devoted to a billiards table. And all this is yours now under the entail?
Yes, although the inheritance is the furthest thing from my mind.
Mark inherits too?
Of course, there's a trust fund for him.
You locked the study into it. Touched nothing? Excellent.
Not much to be learned here, surely.
On the contrary, the things around a corpse, they always have a story of their own, if they are allowed to tell it. Now, this bookcase. Not much used. Looking at the prints on the wall, I see your uncle is more of a sportsman than a dilettante.
That's true enough.
The books are all perfectly neat. But there is a gap. One is missing. Why, here it is. Under this goldfish bowl. Oh, no, I see. A water jug. A handsome utensil. At the base of the jug, a little deposit of sediment. A hint of bitterness. But not any obvious poison.
Poison?
Though that surely would be superfluous. I wonder, though, there is an aftertaste. The book. An Burial by Sir Thomas Browne. I'm not a university man.
If I may, Mr. Beck. He was a 17th century writer and physician.
Ah.
The book is a series of reflections about death.
Thank you. And here, a silk bookmark. The long habit of living indisposeth us for dying. Old mortality, the ruins of forgotten times. He could certainly turn a phrase. Well, we've more or less established your uncle wasn't the bookish type, so who did have such an interest? And on this side table, a ring, marked out on the dust, matching the base of the jug. The jug has been moved. The book has been moved. The bookmark points us towards a message, or does it? The gun, fearsome double-barreled thing. The murderer discharged the right barrel while the left barrel is still loaded. But here is a peculiarity. The triggers of both barrels are on half-cock, meaning the murderer somehow found time in the midst of their deadly work to put the triggers back to safety. I hope nobody minds if I... Smoking, marvellous. Gives one the illusion of doing something when one is in fact doing nothing. I do believe nicotine concentrates the mind. Just to contemplate the smoke drifting sharpens the focus. The smoke. Now, something one of you said earlier about seeing the smoke drifting out of the open window of this room.
Tilly and I saw it.
Yes, there is a considerable misconception in the way we have been talking about this murder. How long to run from the terrace below up to this room? 40 seconds?
About that, yes.
Yes, and how long for you to reach this room from your room, Jonathan?
Say 30 seconds? But what is this misconception you speak of?
That the murderer could not have left by the window. Of course the murderer could. As soon as you, Mark, and Tilly left the terrace, the window was out of your sight. Too dark to see more than a few feet now, but here, ivy is torn away from the wall, further down, too.
This murder, motive, you haven't asked the central question. Why?
No, I haven't, have I?
There's a simple truth no one wants to speak. All three of us, me, Jonathan and Mark, and we know how shamefully he treated you, Mark, would be happy to see Neville dead. I'm sorry if you find this shocking, but my heart feels lighter for his death.
Julia, she has a passionate way of putting things, Mr. Beck.
Indeed.
As to your unknown murderer leaving by the window, I, as principal suspect, I could have reached out and torn the ivy to draw suspicion away from me.
Why do you say that, Jonathan? It's as though...
You want to put a rope around your own neck?
I'm bound to say, Jonathan Neville, that Constable Wardle might have been well advised to put you under arrest.
Paul Beck. You're not quite the detective I supposed would come. Not by a long way.
An experience that many of my clients have had. And, indeed, some of the people I have sent to jail, and most particularly those I have sent to the gallows. Although I sometimes feel in this life, finally, we are all strangers to one another. Whenever I wax philosophical, it almost certainly means that I am ready for bed. Come, let us leave your uncle in peace. God bless.
We have a guest room ready for you. I think you'll find it comfortable enough. But we haven't offered you supper.
Oh, I dined on the train, Mark. But, well, if it was possible.
Yes?
Some toasted cheese, but only if it was convenient.
I'll speak to cook. No trouble.
And I don't want to be a nuisance.
Not at all.
Well, as I'm in Dorset, I would like to sample a glass of the local cider.
Certainly.
Oh, and,
Yes?
a copy of your local newspaper, if you have one.
I'm sure I can find one. Anything else?
No.
Any thoughts so far, by the way, Miss Coleman, on the crime?
I'm not quite sure, Inspector.
You already have much vital information. I particularly draw your attention to Thomas Brown. There are a few items of information you still need, and those I will supply. And a few red herrings you should decidedly ignore.
I think I'm being practiced upon in some way. Possibly two of them in conspiracy, though which two? One thing I am clear about, Paul Beck was something of a tease, and I don't think he's the only one.
Oh, up early, sir. Mr. Beck, isn't it?
Quite right, Mr. Tilly. Oh, a magnificent orchard. Those red havens look quite the thing. Mine always get struck down with blight.
Oh, gardener man, eh?
Oh, not at your level. Yesterday morning, I'm curious about the exact sequence of events.
I only saw so much. And there's what Lennox, he's the gamekeeper, told me, but...
My dear Mr. Tilly, you can rely on my discretion. Those petunias, by the way, I must ask you, how acidic is yours?
Ah, Mr. Beck, good morning.
Good morning.
Eggs various on the side there, bacon, cold meats too. Help yourself.
I shall. What a feast.
I saw you deep in conversation with Mr. Tilly. Did you learn anything?
Oh, Mr. Tilly. It was vastly helpful. I see exactly where I've been going wrong with my rhododendrons.
Mr. Beck, I don't wish to interrupt your horticultural deliberations, but my brother is under suspicion of murder. He would never commit this crime. He did not commit this crime, and that is the truth. Look me in the eye, Mr. Beck.
Your sincerity overwhelms me. If that is the truth, and every part of me wants to believe it, then rest assured I shall confirm it, however zigzag the route I must take. Jonathan, did you threaten your uncle when you were out shooting?
I knew we should come to this. Yes, I did. I told him that his death couldn't come soon enough for me.
Things do look black for you. Almost too black.
Mr. Beck, I've done what you asked.
Good. I asked Constable Wardle to institute a search of your quarters, gentlemen.
A search? What?
We'll speak in a moment, Constable.
Very good.
I have a series of short appointments to keep. Perhaps we could meet back here at 1 o'clock.
Appointments?
Starting with your fiancée.
Julia has nothing to do with this.
On the contrary, Mr. Neville. She plays a vital role.
Jonathan. My dearest man.
Yeah, I've got you.
Thank you for being so prompt, Miss Peyton. I will allow the course of love, a minute or two. I'll be by Mr. Tilly's verbenas.
I'm sorry. I didn't know what sort of a plant a verbena was. What a fool.
Oh, not you, Miss Peyton.
You have questions for me?
Oddly enough, not really. So rich, this Dorset soil. If I had some of this in my London garden...
So what do you want of me, Mr. Beck? The man I love is a hair's breadth away from being arrested for murder. And you, the expert detective, are smoking a cigarette, smug as a cat in the sun and contemplating verbenas. Look at me, Mr. Beck. What's the matter? When you do look at me, it's as if I was standing behind glass. I'm damned well not. I'm standing right here. Damn you and your secret smile.
Ouch.
Oh, God. What happened to me? I'm so sorry.
No need for apologies, Miss Peyton. No, thank you very much. You have settled my mind on 2 key points. Could you please send for Constable Wardle and ask him to join me in Mr. Neville's study? Just move the water jug aside and tell me what you see on the table.
Black lines, half a dozen of them, sort of etched into the wood.
Trial runs. See the indentation in the settee?
Yes. What does it all mean?
This was a murder rehearsed with the greatest of care. The various items in the room told the story. Should have seen it earlier. Now, here's what I want you to do.
Beck, do we really believe in him?
I do. He's the most difficult of men. But yes, I do.
We have to believe in him. The sun's too dashed hot in here.
I'll open the French windows.
Thank you for being prompt. The time has come to finish things. Jonathan, the feelings you and Julia have for each other are more than obvious. But how did the 2 of you feel about your being cut off from your allowance?
We agreed that even if John was cut off, whatever his uncle did, we would be together. Money didn't matter.
You can't think money. That's so absurd.
Ready for me, sir?
Constable Wardle, thank you. Let me help you.
The water jug, that blasted book, now what?
And the gun?
Please, sit at the table. The book is irrelevant. It was I was slow in realizing it, a prop on which to accurately position the water jug. Now, let me see if I have this right. I positioned the gun thus. I position the jug. So. And we wait to see what happens.
I would feel more comfortable if it wasn't pointed at Jonathan.
Why would that matter, Mark? The safety catch with the left-hand barrel is on, after all.
Whatever experiment you're making...
What experiment is that, Mark?
The sun is passing through the jug.
The globe-shaped jug becomes a burning glass, focusing the sun's rays into an intense beam of heat.
Burning its way across the table.
Jonathan, move out of the chair.
What's going on?
Your uncle always sat in the same place, did he not? The indentation in the settee tells me so, isn't that right?
Jonathan!
And sets off a cartridge in the left-hand barrel of the gun. Pick yourselves up, gentlemen. The cartridge was a blank. Of course it was. Do you think me mad?
The jury is, I think, debating that, Mr. Beck.
With this murder method, alibis become meaningless. The murderer doesn't have to be present. It is murder by proxy. For your uncle to have a loaded gun in his study always seemed very odd. But if someone loaded it when your uncle was asleep, set the triggers to half-cock...
But how could they be so sure he was asleep?
They put chloral hydrate, a mild sedative, into the drinking water. The same chloral hydrate Constable Wardle found in the medicine cabinet in your room, Mark.
I have trouble sleeping. You can't...
You did tell the others you saw your uncle asleep half an hour before the murder took place.
This isn't right.
Oh, Mark, you confessed to me earlier today.
What madness is this?
He would never commit this crime. He did not commit this crime, and that is the truth. Look me in the eye, Mr. Beck. I did. I saw the truth there. You were trying to set right something that had gone horribly wrong. You built a perfect murder machine, so thorough. Constable Wardle and I even found the scorch marks on the table from your early trial runs. You tore the ivy at the window to add substance to the idea of some other imaginary murderer. Plausible. I'm sure your uncle did not lack for enemies. Yes, you built a perfect murder machine. But Jonathan became ensnared in the cogs. He was never supposed to be there. As you checked the time with Mr. Tilley, waiting for your trap to spring, he was supposed to be out on the river. That's why you sent for me, Mark. Your nemesis. Out of the love you bore your brother.
Mark, you've gone white. say this isn't true.
And there was a matter of money, too?
Clever, Mr. Beck. As it happens, I am in a state of some embarrassment with certain local bookmakers.
Did you borrow from your uncle? Did he make your life hard for you?
He called me a puppy. What mess has the puppy made now? Be silent, puppy. Fetch me this puppy. Fetch me that puppy. Now, what puppy? Puppy. Well, even puppies have teeth.
Constable Wardle, take Mark Neville into custody.
I'm so sorry, Master Mark.
I suppose I should apologize to you before you go. I made your life more difficult.
Your insistence on being the main suspect, well, it was understandable enough.
What do you mean?
At first you feared for yourself, then when Julia so unexpectedly appeared, a greater fear consumed you. Could she have murdered for you? The book, she's a literary lady, is she not? The window and the ivy to escape by, she could do it. And such a fierceness. You shielded her, but the truth is she died for you, but not murder for you. I saw that out by the verbenas. Oh, Miss Peck.
Paul Beck, we're in your debt. I just wanted...
Well, yes, that's done the trick. My cheek is feeling fully recovered. Well, now. I shall have to think about my invoice. One must be practical.
The sun's going in, and so should we, Miss Coleman.
The sun. Oh, yes, Inspector. The ultimate accomplice. The accomplice that gave Mark Neville the alibi. Though I think you did play some unfair tricks on me.
In my, narration. I thought in a story like this, that was my job.
Murder by Proxy by Matthias MacDonald Bodkin was dramatised by Chris Harold. Inspector Lestrade was played by James Fleet and Paul Beck by Anton Lesser. Lucy Coleman was Alex Tregear, Jonathan Stuart McLaughlin, Mark Simon Bubb, Julia Eloise Secker, Douglas Neville Sean Baker, and Tilly was Brian Bowles. The director was Sasha Yevtushenko.
The maestro of murder. That's what some people call Sherlock Holmes, and it's really too much. In the 60 mysteries on record that he investigated, no more than 20 featured a murder. Still, why let a dull old fact spoil a colourful phrase? Murder fascinates, of course. It comes from a dark place in the forest of the human mind. But Holmes was never really an explorer of such places, never a student of the mind, unlike some of his rivals.
Your table, Inspector Lestrade.
Thank you, yes. I think the table should be a little farther from the wall.
Sir, of course, but...
I'm thinking of the convenience of my dining companion. He needs room to manoeuvre, so to speak.
You refer to Monsieur Valmont?
Yes, I do. Just a little bit more space.
How we look forward to welcoming him to Le Coq d'Or. What a challenge for our chef.
You push and you pull.
Eugene Valmont, detective, gourmet, connoisseur of fine wines. It was as if two, or perhaps even three, very substantial men had been combined into one globular figure.
Have you noticed, Lestrade? A depressing tendency of our modern times, they make doorways altogether too narrow.
My dear Valmont. The chair, are you sure?
I know how to sit in a chair, Lestrade, goodness.
Monsieur, some bonne bouche to awake your palate. And the menu and the wine list.
A bottle of the Chateau as fast as you can. Oh, delicious.
You've, those were mine.
Bring us a few more of those, please. Quite a few more, actually. In the far corner, in the emerald dress, isn't that?
Lady Sophia Gibb, you're right.
She of the famous, oh-so-private dinner parties.
Yeah, they say even the Home Secretary himself. Why? She's coming this way.
Lady Gibb.
Oh, Sophia, please. No, Monsieur Valmont. No need to get up.
Why do people always say that to me?
I apologise for interrupting your meal, but of all the men in London, to see the two of you here, I had to speak to you, but... Oh, dear, I hardly know what to say.
Sit down, dear lady. Take a glass of this wine.
Thank you. Thank you. It seems that amongst my friends, I can hardly say this, but say it I must, their number's a common thief.
Go on.
Every Friday night, I invite 6 guests. The pattern is always the same. Alphonse, my chef, prepares the meal.
Alphonse, the man who created Tornado Alphonse.
The same.
Yeah, the pattern, Lady Gibb.
Thank you. After the main course has been served, all the servants leave.
And without servants, your guests, they can speak with a freedom they rarely enjoy. Let indiscretion reign. So, what next?
3 weeks ago, at the first of the dinners where things went wrong, one of my guests, Bishop Boothroyd, found that his half-hunter watch was missing. He had taken it out of his breast pocket, laid it on the table, and now it had vanished. Professor Vincent Innes was present, you know, the great biologist, yes, and he instituted a thorough search on the most methodical lines. Such a brain that man has. But the half-hunter had, it seemed, disappeared into thin air. Perhaps you might surmise the bishop thought he had the watch with him, but had left it at home. Our minds can readily play such tricks on us. Yet Mademoiselle Arletty...
Oh, the prima donna.
Just so, yes. She remembered clearly seeing the bishop put the watch on the table, spin it this way and that as he spoke, and the bishop does like to speak. And that was not all. I later discovered one of my silver salt cellars... It was right in front of me, had gone. No. Oh, God, to think one of my guests...
Tell us about the second dinner. As you mentioned a first, I infer there was a second. Lestrade, direct your gimlet gaze at the waiter and secure some more Saint-Estèphe. I think this is going to prove a 3-bottle problem.
This time, a leather document wallet belonging to Arletty. It was in her jacket, which she had slung over... Well, it doesn't matter where she'd slung it. Because the wallet was damn well gone.
A little more wine?
Oh, thank you. I don't know what could have happened, but I did make a plan, though.
Did you indeed, Sophia? You seem the sort of person who might make rather a good plan.
Oh.
Let me think. Perhaps you planned a third dinner.
Perhaps I did, Eugène.
And perhaps... you matched the guests in the first dinner to the second, making sure you had the very same guests who attended in common the first 2 dinners attend the third. How many was it?
4.
I see. And when you happened upon Lestrade and myself, perhaps you revised your plan on the spot.
Perhaps you're right.
You are about to invite Lestrade and I then to your third dinner, thus bringing the 4 guests up to your customary 6. I'll say tomorrow night, since it is a Friday night, 8 o'clock then.
7:30.
No, nobody's perfect.
Gosh.
So, our fellow guests will be Arletty, Bishop Boothroyd, Vincent Innes, and the 4th guest. You haven't described him or her.
Ah, yes. That was Lionel Dacre. He is a businessman, not an altogether successful one, but a young man of considerable charm. Quite a favourite of the ladies, if not always of his bookmakers, his bankers, or his wine merchants. He is a cousin of mine, as a matter of fact, and I have a soft spot for him.
And neither Lionel Dacre nor Professor Innes lost anything at these dinners?
No, but the idea...
The idea that any one of them is a petty thief seems inconceivable. I agree with you.
But what else could explain what has happened?
And that we shall aim to discover tomorrow night. Good evening, Lady Gibb.
Monsieur Valmont.
Do we really have to lurk in this alley, Lestrade? What exactly is the point?
Well, I just thought a preliminary view of the suspects immediately before our dinner might be helpful. See, Mademoiselle Arletty alights from her hansom cab.
Return for me at 11:30.
She looks around. What's she looking for?
Perhaps for the members of the press who follow her every movement.
She seeks to avoid them.
Since they are not here, she probably misses their attention.
But you see, we begin to grasp her psychology.
We could grasp that by looking into any popular newspaper. And here is Professor Vincent Innes, who vanquishes disease.
Yes.
Evening, Vincent.
dear lady.
Ooh, a kiss to Arletty's hand. How gallant is this man of science.
Could there be something between them?
Oh, come, just a man of position who has a taste for women with a certain glamour and a certain reputation.
Innes, wait up!
Lionel Dacre, Lady Gibbs's cousin. He's arrived on foot.
From which I suppose you deduce that he's too unsuccessful a businessman to afford a hansom cab. The fact of the matter is he lives 2 streets away.
Oh. And last, Bishop Boothroyd. He's moved into the shadow of a pillar. I see a flare of light. What's he doing?
The distinguished author of The Alleviation of Poverty, a Practical Discourse, is furtively smoking a cigarette. I hope you are enlightened by all this, Lestrade. Shall we join our suspects?
There we are. Bishop, how are you?
So fire, my dear.
Oh, and Professor, you are looking very dapper.
Too kind.
Letty.
My dear Sophia.
My wife,
You must
bless
all
her,
meet our new
had given invaluable support in the most testing of matters, the tying of the white tie. After that ordeal, it was almost a relief to mingle with the high panjandrums of the land.
Oh, Lestrade, Valmont.
My dear Bishop.
You do credit to the cause of detection. Champagne, thank you, but just half a glass for it. These oysters are remarkable.
Heaven on a half shell, one might say.
Valmont, warm night. Do you mind if I...
Oh, of course not. Gentlemen, feel free to take your jackets off.
I say, Bishop, what a display of wealth for a man of the church.
Quite clearly, protruding from an inner pocket of the bishop's jacket, secured by 2 cardboard rectangles and a length of bright red ribbon, were 5 £20 notes.
A most generous donation to the restoration of St. Benedict's from a leading light of the city.
Inspector Lestrade, Monsieur Valmont, Lionel Dacre. Everyone here is well known enough, scarcely to need an introduction except me. I am an entrepreneur, but unlike most entrepreneurs, one you have never heard of. When it comes to business, I'm often in the right place, but always at the wrong time. And when I do get the time right, why, dash it all, I'm in the wrong place.
Your candour is refreshing. Perhaps Professor Innes can throw light on Mr. Dacre's problem.
Luck is a dazzling trickster. It blinds us. When, as I am sure my friend Dacre matches both time and place in one of his enterprises, and makes a success of himself, then that success will utterly eclipse his previous failures.
Dinner is served.
What a meal! At one point, Valmont's head descended towards his turbot so closely that I thought he was going to chomp into it with his jaws. He was inhaling its aroma. The servants left, and the atmosphere in the room changed. There was a palpable tension in the air.
You look preoccupied, Professor.
Oh, part of my mind is still at work, at my microscope in my laboratory. The tiniest defect in a cell that can lead to the direst of illnesses.
Oh, I tell you what, everyone. I was at the music hall recently. Saw a fellow with some clever magic tricks. Thought I might just be able to emulate him. So, I shall now present to you the astonishing phenomenon of the materializing silver spoon. I wave my hand thus. Cousin Sophia, be so good as to let me look in your handbag and bring out... Oh.
What is it?
I was expecting to find a silver spoon there. But perhaps it materialized on another guest. Now, who might it be? Very well. I think it's Mademoiselle Arletty's turn.
My turn. I like the sound of that.
Now, I'm going to see if the silver spoon has manifested itself on her person.
Heavens!
I suppose you'll have to search me. Oh, well, if you must.
The top of the back of your dress. May I...
Oh, give me your hands. Let me blow on your fingers. Despite the warmth of the evening, your fingers are cold.
I don't think the silver spoon has favoured Mademoiselle Arletty. My dear Boothroyd, allow me the freedom of your episcopal waistcoat. Good luck again. The silver spoon, it can be elusive. Now, to discover the spoon and avoid all charges of crude trickery, I shall use the most impeccable of disinterested parties. Inspector Lestrade.
Oh, yes.
Please, Inspector, go over to Professor Innes.
Me?
Reach inside Professor Innes's inside jacket pocket,
Yes.
the left pocket,
Uh-huh.
and show us what you find.
Oh.
Silver spoon! Good Lord!
How did you do that, Lionel, you clever man?
I'd said it was something of a miracle, but don't repeat me.
What an extraordinary trick, Lionel. My dear Vincent, were you in cahoots with my cousin?
I am as astonished as anyone.
A very ingenious illusion.
An illusion that amused the diners until the end of the meal. We helped each other to cheese, downed port and Armagnac, and eventually the guests began to leave. One guest lingered.
What is it, Bishop? Oh, no.
It's the 5 £20 notes in my jacket pocket. They've gone.
Oh, Valmont, Lestrade, what are we to do? Should we search?
Well, there's no point in searching. The banknotes have gone. This is excellent news. I have an assortment of evidence, an acquaintance with the persons of the mystery, and an unforgettable dinner inside me. I shall now proceed to uncover the truth. Those quails. Lestrade, tomorrow you and I shall make a few preliminary inquiries.
Oh, certainly, yeah.
Bishop, one question for you. Your half-hunter watch that disappeared formerly, please describe it.
It was gold, with some rather curious markings upon it. A staring eye, a pyramid, set square.
Freemasons' markings.
Well, yes, it was a gift from a Mason friend. Between ourselves, a Rosicrucian. It's rather a striking thing, though I only carry it on private occasions. Hardly apposite for a man of the cloth, as I'm sure you can see. Please, your discretion.
Oh, thank you, Bishop. I shall be as silent as a clam.
So where are we going now?
I thought I'd take you to the opera. Do you like Rossini? La Gazza Ladra, the thieving magpie.
Come. Oh, gentlemen, what a pleasure.
Oh! Let me see sideways.
I haven't got a sideways.
Through we go. I hope we're not...
Oh, it is 10 minutes before I appear. Oh, now, help me with this dress, Inspector.
Right. Well, I'll do my best.
A small question, mademoiselle. Describe your leather document wallet to me, the one that went missing.
The wallet? Oh, poor title, Lestrade. Don't be coy. You have encountered a woman's bosom before.
Only in the married state.
Oh, I have not said this before, but that wallet did contain some compromising letters, matters of the heart, some indiscretion.
I should expect nothing less of a woman such as yourself.
Enchantée, Valmont. As to its appearance, it was plain black with a silver clasp. Thank you, Lestrade. You have a more expert touch in these matters than you give yourself credit for.
Happy to help.
A silver clasp, did it indeed? Thank you so much.
Excuse me, gentlemen.
Madame. Next on our list, I have made some inquiries about Lionel Dacre. To be precise, I made contact with his family servant, Hopper, a garrulous fellow. Dacre lives in a hand-to-mouth way, debt always nipping at his heels. Strange. What have I heard in these last few minutes that prompts me to a solution of this mystery? I know I've heard it. No, it's out of my reach, in some hidden part of my mind.
So, we're to call upon Dacre next?
Interestingly, he has asked us to call upon him.
My dear Valmont, my dear Lestrade, how kind of you to accept my invitation. Please, allow me to offer you some bottled sunshine from the country we have in common, Valmont.
You, Mr. Dacre? French? I'm not sure I understand.
Of course, yes. Let us drink to France, the country my family left so many centuries ago.
The Camelot Frère 78, superb.
But you didn't look at the bottle.
I did not need to.
In 1066, my Norman forefathers came over from France to England to steal, and steal they did.
Really?
Those Normans, they stole the whole country. In our secret hearts, we all admire a great thief. And even you, Valmont, must suffer a pang of regret when you lay a thief by the heels who has done his work deftly.
Let me say I certainly admire nerve, Mr. Dacre.
But all criminals are a danger to society.
And who, then, do you suppose is the criminal who has been sitting at my cousin's dinner table these last 3 Fridays? For that is what you have been invited to investigate, is it not?
Well...
I have been making my own investigations, and I should like to share them with you. Now, I have here some documents. A rough sketch of the table and our places at it on Friday night. As you can see, I had a clear view of the bishop's jacket and what it contained.
The 5 £20 notes contained between 2 rectangles of cardboard, bound by a red ribbon. The same arrangement, I see, that you use for your own documents.
Why, yes, good heavens. So it is. Well spotted, Valmont. Gentlemen, you find me guilty of the gravest of crimes. Your glasses are empty.
No.
Let me replenish you.
I'm not quite sure. Oh, well, all right.
The real puzzle, of course, is the sheer unlikelihood that a commonplace thief would number among Sophia's guests. Now, let us begin. Bishop Boothroyd. Well, he was last Friday's victim, and he would hardly steal from himself.
Unless to conceal some other crime or misdemeanour.
No, come. Now, our Letty, a hugely successful diva, wrapped up in herself and her effect on men. Oh, I'm sure you could make some ingenious case, Valmont, but your heart wouldn't be in it. Now, talking of cases, I fortunately have ordered a case of the Camelot Frere, and it's time to open another bottle. Now, really, we're looking for a person under the spur of necessity. A person who must raise money by a certain date.
But only if the person we are looking for is indeed, in your own phrase, no more or less than a commonplace thief.
Professor Vincent Innes, sitting opposite Bishop Boothroyd, is of a wealthy background. He has made still more money from various scientific patents and is a man utterly devoted to the conquest of disease. Well, surely the most socially valuable individual at the table, the very best of us. He has to be eliminated.
Which leaves us where?
With Lionel Dacre, the descendant of thieves.
My brief researches showed me that you have recently been somewhat pressed by debt.
Now, don't exaggerate. I had 2 and 6pence in my pocket the night in question. Some more champagne?
Not for me. I'm feeling a little... Oh, well, if you insist.
Yes, please. Fill my glass to the top.
I admire your lack of moderation, Valmont. It's an underestimated quality in a person. Did you learn about the documents threatening me with bankruptcy?
I did. I heard, too, of an unpaid bill of £78 for champagne.
Indeed. Here it is, fully paid, together with that rather unfriendly letter from the solicitor. Some smaller bills paid off. Let us add them up, and we reach a total of £93, 7 shillings and 4pence. Let us now examine my purse. Here is a £5 note. And there is a gold sovereign. I now count out and place on the table 12 and 6pence in silver and 2pence in coppers. The purse becomes empty. Now let us add the silver and the copper to the total we just reached. Do my eyes deceive me, or is the sum exactly £100?
Pardon me, Mr. Dacre, I think there is still a sovereign on the mantelpiece.
By Jove, you've got me there. I'd forgotten about it entirely. It belongs to you.
Mine? Impossible.
It's the sovereign you gave to my man Hopper to learn of my debts. Knowing me to be hard-pressed, Hopper, the loyalist of fellows, bestowed the coin upon me.
You ignored his indiscretion?
On the contrary, it was I who licensed it.
Mr. Dacre, you have been playing with me. I should resent that in most men, but there is something about your manner, not to mention your champagne, that makes me forgive you. The very fact that you offer us such a vintage does cause me to suspect your finances are not in such dire straits as you maintain.
Oh, I am eloquence itself when obtaining credit from wine merchants.
I'm sure you are, and I am equally sure you are not a thief.
But all this evidence and the cunning of my double bluff, or is it a triple bluff? How can you be so sure?
It won't wash, Lionel. I've met quite enough villains to recognize an honest man when I see one. I do not know the motive behind your games, but I do know with certainty that you mean no villainy. Perhaps I could help you.
I am acting, I believe, out of the best intentions. But...
I see the constraint in your face. Trust me, You like to play games, so play one more game with me. I have indulged Lionel Dacre, now indulge Eugène Valmont. Be so good as to give me a clue.
Very well, Valmont. I offer you the clue of the silver spoons.
You were, by sleight of hand, going to appear to produce a silver spoon from one or more of the guests on Friday night. With your cousin Sophia, you did not succeed, likewise with Arletty and Bishop Boothroyd. So we came to Professor Vincent Innes, where rather spectacularly you had Inspector Lestrade find the spoon.
Remarkable trick.
Too remarkable. A professional conjurer would surely bend over his subject, distract the vision of the onlookers, and in the very act of cunningly planting the spoon, appear to discover it. Yet Lionel Dacre used a second party. You, Lestrade. So what does that mean?
You'll have to tell me.
Simple. He wasn't performing a trick at all. He knew the spoon was there. Your mind worked so quickly, Mr. Dacre.
But not as quickly as yours, Monsieur Valmont.
Santé.
Gentlemen.
Oh, the banknotes didn't matter, Lestrade. Think about the red ribbon that contained them. Think about the gold half-hunter watch. Forget the possible embarrassment of the Freemasons link. Think of those fascinating symbols. The indiscreet letters in Arletty's wallet. Blackmail? Forget it. Think instead about the silver clip that fastened the wallet. Think, Lestrade, of our trip to the opera. Dacre. You know of whom I speak. He must know that you know. What a noble mind is here o'erthrown. We must call a cab.
We cannot, should not destroy him.
Never. I mean to save him.
Come through, gentlemen. My housekeep. I had to put out some delicacies for you, Valmont, though I don't know whether they'll meet your standards.
Innes!
I should have handled things better, shouldn't I?
What have you done to yourself? Answer me now.
A sleeping draught. In excess.
Dacre, Lestrade, take the professor into the kitchen, make up a strong solution of salt water.
Come on, man.
No.
Come on.
No.
By God, yes, get it down the professor's throat and make him vomit up the contents of his stomach. Do it now.
Oh.
Very acceptable vintage. Oh, these prawns look pretty palatable. And this beef, pleasingly pink. Beef can never be too pink.
That's all right. Now let me steady you.
Well, here I am, dragged away from the oblivion I so desired.
Oh, Professor Innes, do not speak so. Oblivion faces us all. We have no need to accelerate its arrival. You are a man of great powers. How many of us are in a position to save lives, to make the world a better place?
You don't know what it is like.
The little fault in the cell that leads to the great disaster. The little twist in some dark place in your brain that means you are possessed by kleptomania. Should have been obvious. When I heard the thieving magpie at the opera, the red ribbon, the gold half-hunter, the silver clasp on the wallet, there was no commonplace thief. You acted out of a compulsion. Those lovely, colourful, glittering things. Something deep and strange, uncontrollable by even such a powerful intellect as yours. On that Friday evening, your errand hand helped itself to a silver spoon, and Lionel saw that and turned it into a trick.
Lionel did. So decent.
It was nothing.
And I am so ashamed. If people knew, oh, God, the scandal. That's why I...
No one need know. Ever.
Oh, God.
Self-pity becomes you ill, sir. Be the great man you are. The great biologist who will save thousands upon thousands of lives.
How?
We will take a trip to Vienna, you and I shall introduce you to a most remarkable man, a scientist of the mind who will help you. Your problem for him is like those faults you analyze in cells. The glittering flame of our consciousness, how small the light it sheds. We are strangers to ourselves.
Valmont, your words send a fire through my blood.
We shall enjoy Vienna. Tafelspitz, for example.
Part of the treatment that you propose for me?
More important even than that. Beef, boiled in broth with apples and horseradish. I think, Lestrade, this will be a useful, indeed distinguished addition to your memoirs.
Oh, how did you know I was writing my memoirs?
I am Valmont.
The clue of the silver spoons is based on a short story by Robert Barr and was dramatised for radio by Chris Harold. Lestrade was played by Tim Pickett-Smith, Valmont by Rupert Vansittart, Lionel Dacre by David Seddon, Sophia Gibb by Joanna Monroe, Arletty by Liza Sadovy, Boothroyd by Michael Burtonshaw, Innes by Matthew Watson, and the maitre d' by Sean Murray. The director was Liz Webb.
Drat the man, another note from my editor pestering me to put Sherlock Holmes in these memoirs. But I think the world has heard enough of him. A gifted man, but those gaudy clues he delighted in, the drawing of the dancing men, the dog that didn't bark in the night, the 5 orange pips. How would he have fared with a scarcely perceptible clue? How would he have fared in comparison with Lady Violet Strange? The looming, ivy-clad house, exactly as I remembered it. And the looming manservant, exactly as I remembered him. The most possessive of servants.
Treadwell.
Lady Violet is not at home, Inspector.
That's hardly a warm welcome, Treadwell, and I'm afraid I have reason to doubt your assertion. Please, stand aside.
What a beautiful young woman, a slip of a thing. What an enduring sadness in that lovely face.
Inspector Lestrade. How funny. I thought I wasn't at home.
Lady Violet.
Do me a favour. No, actually, 2 favours.
Of course.
Call me Violet. The aristocratic moniker. I never cared for the title, even when the husband who bestowed it upon me was still alive. And I endured it because I cared for him, oh, so much. But now, in my solitude, I care for the title, oh, so little. Or even less. Take your pick.
Certainly, Violet. And the second favour?
Be so good as to take your left foot off my verbenas.
Oh, right.
No, left. Unlatch that gate, would you? I think it's feeding time.
Oh, good heavens. I say, what fine fellows.
Pick one up. They're very friendly.
Eh? Oh, you. Yes, oh. You're rather a beauty. Yes.
What do you want from me?
A murder. Utterly baffling. A blank slate. A murder without clues. The sort of murder that once in the past you showed...
An affinity for, so you have told me.
Jeremy James Moody. You identified him when nobody else could.
That was then. And I had every reason in the world. Moody. The man who murdered my husband. Yes. You hardly need to remind me.
And this is now. A remote house in South London, an old woman, cruelly slaughtered, an utter absence of clues. It happened yesterday. You are my last resort.
You must know this is the thing I least want to do.
You have a great gift for this, however unwanted that gift may be. Oh, come on, down you go. Oh, do they have names?
Of course not. I don't raise them to socialise with them. I raise them to eat them.
Oh, so somebody comes...
No, there's no somebody involved. When the time comes, I come and wring the chicken's neck myself. Anything less would be dishonest. Treadwell helps me. Scatter some of this seed. Help them back in the coop.
Now then, chaps. Bit of discipline here.
A summer storm. So hot this day. So, entreat, persuade, or woo me, Lestrade.
Oh, Miss Doolittle was a seamstress and embroiderer of some skill. She just reached her 66th year. She lived a blameless and solitary life in a large house now run down on the edge of Clapham Common, inherited from her parents, and there was a rumour that she kept a considerable sum of money in the house. But we could find no evidence of this.
How did she die?
Badly, Violet. She died in fear and pain and horror. Help me. That old woman, you know the phrase, the ledger must be kept.
This is all terrible, I concede. But, and I'm sorry if this sounds harsh, Of what concern is it to me?
Oh, but there you're wrong, Violet. Quite aside from your special talent, there were several packages of embroidery in her house due to be sent out to companies who subcontracted her, Heels, Harrods, whoever, or to customers directly. And in the latter category was a package destined for a Mayfair address. This address, it had your name on it.
But, I have never heard of Miss Doolittle. I have no such outstanding work. That makes no sense.
But there the fact is. Perhaps you'll help me make sense of it.
Damn it, Lestrade.
A horseless vehicle. My first experience. Treadwell drove, wearing goggles, looking like some bizarre insect. Violet seemed content with silence. And then, finally, the Doolittle house. An imposing, double-fronted, three-storey affair set well back from the road, with a matched neighbour beside it. The two buildings quite isolated on the common. Come in. The front door. Unfortunately, Miss Doolittle herself used to leave it unlocked for the convenience of passing customers. She'd leave parcels for them to collect.
And here, indeed, is the parcel bearing my name. My name, but not my linen.
How curious.
What devastation! The drawers out of the bureau, the books, the plates. And still, this place, use one's imagination, before the whirlwind hit, looks a museum piece, scarcely inhabited. Such dust. See.
In Miss Doolittle's latter years, her reclusiveness became extreme. She employed no servants and had very few visitors.
She makes a trail through the dust.
Oh, yes.
Do you see?
Yes.
As she comes and goes to her chair, coming from the kitchen. But such a recluse. She died yesterday, you said. So logically she must have been found yesterday. But without visitors, how would anyone happen upon her? You noticed, I assume, Lestrade, that the house next door was boarded up.
Oh, yes.
No neighbours to note some irregularity in her schedule. What time was she found, Lestrade?
At 5 o'clock, a passing policeman heard. It's rather strange
Now, stop there. The time is suggestive. Interesting. The regular habits of the recluse. Have you a match?
Oh, certainly.
What's the time, Lestrade?
2 minutes past 4, but
Let me think. How much of this house did Miss Doolittle actually use?
Well, 3 rooms on the ground floor, but, well, the body itself was found... Well, come with me.
On an upper floor, as I read the dust and the blood on the staircase. Miss Doolittle's killer dragged her from room to room, brutalising her person in his search for her money.
What is it?
Looking more closely, the footprints in the dust. Do you see? There are more marked.
Yeah.
His step is heavier as he carries Miss Doolittle. As a groom might carry his newlywed over the threshold. Indeed, yes. Up the stairs. Blood on the dust, shed by this most unwilling of brides, screaming her way to her consummation.
Violet, please, in the name of...
In the name of what, Inspector?
Ah!
Tea time for Miss Doolittle. 5 o'clock.
Well, I should go down.
No, let it boil. I have my reasons. I saw the kettle, usually kept half full, to judge by the level of the ring of lime scale, had boiled very nearly dry. This unceasing, mindless shriek was what the policeman heard, and the last thing Miss Doolittle heard in her torment.
We moved into a grand reception room. Grand in its day, but that day was long past. Every window shut tight.
So, in that corner, that's clear enough, the end of Miss Doolittle. But here, the footprints going towards the big window, stopping right before it. Now, what does this mean?
Well, what does it mean?
Shh. Let my eyes talk to my brain cells.
Footprints and then a sort of random scuffling in the dust.
No, not random. There's meaning here. First, a deeper imprint, as of someone stopping in their tracks. Then that person turns with some speed, turns back, and then around again.
Oh, yes.
A sequence of events recorded in the dust, just as sounds are cut into a phonograph. Back to the stairs go the footprints, paced more widely apart. And see, on the staircase itself, on his return route, he takes the steps 2 at a time.
Oh, that kettle.
Oh, ignore the kettle.
Oh, well, he was in a tearing hurry. Perhaps he heard something.
Perhaps he saw something, or someone through the window.
You mean next door? But who or what would he see? The place is empty. It's boarded up.
Ha! The kettle's just boiled. The time, Lestrade?
8 minutes past 4.
We started the count at 2 minutes past 4. 6 minutes have elapsed. How very suggestive.
In what way?
The kettle took 6 minutes to boil dry. So, for the policeman to hear the kettle, and for the murderer to leave without being seen, the murderer could have spent no more than 5 minutes in the house.
Oh.
How swift the violence. Such determination to uncover Miss Doolittle's supposed wealth. And yet how swiftly the determination evaporates. How abruptly the murderer leaves, as you said, in a tearing hurry. Just what did he see through the window? For it is in front of the window that his nerve goes.
God, you read volumes into so little, Violet.
I thought that was what you wanted me to do, Inspector. Let us look at the house next door.
Windows and doors, all solidly blocked. The place is a fortress, and it's been like this for ages. Oh, here it comes. We'd better get back inside.
No, wait. This side door, the nails.
What about them?
Unlike the rest of the nails, which show signs of rust, these ones are brand new. Look, you can even see the hammer marks on the nail heads. This place was opened up, and recently. Oh, all right, back we go.
Oh! Right down the back of my neck.
And now let us go and visit Mr. Hutton.
Mr. Hutton?
The estate agent in charge of the house next door. His name is on the boards.
Lady Strange, what an honour. And, sir, welcome to Hutton's. Could hardly believe it when my girl Cecily announced you.
Number 2, Clapham Common East, is on your books.
The old Schaffer house.
As in Schaffer the steel magnate?
Exactly so.
Yeah, we believe that yesterday you let someone into the Schaffer property by the side door.
And you are who, my dear sir?
My name is Inspector Lestrade. I'm a policeman, and I'm investigating a brutal and bloody murder.
Not at number 2.
Reassure yourself. The person who died did not die in one of your properties. That would never do.
Glad you see it like that, my lady, but you're not the same Inspector Lestrade who, you know, with Sherlock Holmes.
I am.
Is he?
But we're managing very well without him. Now, Mr. Hutton...
Well, obviously I can trust in the discretion of people such as yourselves. It was an unusual request, but I could see no reason to refuse it. I sent a workman to temporarily unblock the side door, but I really think I shall have to refer you to the parties concerned. Mr. Amberley and his friend. They're staying locally, though I think you'd best hurry, for they're planning a trip abroad, of all places. You'll find out for yourselves. Please, you must take one of my leaflets.
Thank you.
A modest house, a young, attractive couple. From their physical closeness, one inferred they were in the first flush of love. But there was a nervousness about them.
Who are you?
We're interrupting. I apologise. I see your suitcases are ready. This won't take long.
What do you want of us?
This is Lady Violet Strange, and I'm Inspector Lestrade.
Oh, God, he's found us. I knew he would.
It's all right, Marion. I'll handle it.
Number 2, Clapham Common East.
I don't know. We don't know what you're talking about. Why don't you get out?
We know that you were there yesterday.
You're mistaken. Look, our cab is here. We have to get to Waterloo Station.
To catch a train to meet a steamer going from Portsmouth to the continent. How? Label on suitcase. You did go to number 2, Clapham East. I know it. He's found us. I knew he would.
Violet.
Wait, please. I'm thinking.
Lady Strange, did my father put you up to this?
What are you staring at?
I'm staring at the heel of your left shoe, Mr. Amberley.
What?
Why?
There is a grain of rice on it. How charming.
A grain of rice?
Look at the two lovebirds. Consider the clue, Lestrade. Either you have been cooking, Mr. Amberley, or, which I think is more likely, I must congratulate the two of you. You do make a handsome couple.
What game are you playing with us?
No game. This is the first ray of sunshine in a despondent afternoon. The grain of rice. Who threw the confetti? Mr. Hutton's workman, I suppose. Yes, you'd have needed a witness to the wedding. And you, Mrs. Marion Amberley, until yesterday afternoon, until the local vicar married you in the Schaffer house, you went by the name, I think, of Marion Schaffer.
No!
You are safe, Marion. Safe in your husband's arms. Yes, hold her tight. And safe with Inspector Lestrade and myself.
Absolutely. Now, all this from a grain of rice.
Let me remind you, Inspector, we can see the world in a grain of sand. Mr. and Mrs. Amberley, we have not been sent by your father. Read the truth in my face. Your powerful father, who perhaps wanted someone of higher social status for you, Marion. Forgive me, Mr. Amberley. I have a title by marriage, but I am really no more of an aristocrat than you or the inspector here. The two of you eloped. How splendid. I remember that kind of feeling. I awake in the night, remembering it still, and wait for the night to draw me back into forgetting. So, tell me.
Our handsome cab is...
Oh, let it go. My horseless carriage will take you to the station. So, tell me.
Jonathan and I, we met at the Clapham Common House 2 years ago. My father was giving a party. Politicians, businessmen, entrepreneurs.
And how did Jonathan fit in amongst these assorted villains?
Jonathan was... well...
We met over the canapes. I was serving them. I was one of the servants.
Our eyes met over the smoked salmon.
I still say it was the prawn mousse.
Ah, yes, these little marital differences. You fell in love with Jonathan, and the two of you decided to marry in secret in the place where you met.
The grand ballroom. Yeah, and Mr. Hutton gave you access to the building.
Oh, well done, Lestrade.
Yes, you see, so much. Jonathan, things have changed for him. He has started a society catering business of his own. But...
Ah, the but. Your father. How strange he cannot see something of himself, the man who made himself, in Jonathan. Marion, go away on your honeymoon. Time will pass, your father will see things differently. And if he does not, what an irrevocable loss will be his.
Violet, this is all very well, but we've gone down a side road. We must return to the main thoroughfare of our business.
Oh, the murder. Goodness, yes. The murder in the house next door. You were there, and you did see something, didn't you, Marion?
Jonathan and I waited in the ballroom for the vicar to arrive.
Yes.
I wandered across to the window and I saw, only for a moment, a man in the house opposite staring back at me. It really was just a moment.
Now, don't think about it. Just answer me. What did the man do?
He turned away and then back, very agitated.
What did he look like? Tall, short, fat, thin?
I'm sorry. So sorry. It's a blur. Really, my mind was elsewhere. The vicar arrived and I thought nothing more of it.
Of course. But some part of your consciousness undoubtedly recorded the figure in the house next door. Sit here, Marion. Is that all right?
Yes.
Listen to my voice. I'm going to count from 10 to 1, and when I have finished, you'll be back there in front of the window. Nothing else but the sound of my voice. 10. You can close your eyes if you find that easier. That's it.
But, my lady...
No. 9. I'm holding your right hand, and your hand is becoming lighter and lighter. 8. And your right hand is floating. So light, all the weight draining out of it. 7. Completely relaxed. How do you feel?
So happy.
So you should be on your wedding day. 6. Completely relaxed. Up the stairs, you can probably hear them creaking.
Yes.
5. Now you're walking into the ballroom.
Yes. This is so strange. It smells of dust.
4, Marion. Closer and closer to the window. 3. You stare through the window to the window opposite.
There's a movement.
2, 1.
I see him. He's big, tall, such a rough face. Dark hair, white sideburns. Such black eyes. He's staring at me, like he's seen a ghost. He runs. Oh, looks again. He's gone.
Well done, Marion. I'm going to bring you back now. Just a simple count of 1 to 5, and you'll open your eyes feeling refreshed and in good spirits. 1, 2. Your hand is coming down as the weight returns. 3, 4, 5.
Gosh, I do feel terribly chipper. Was I in a trance?
You were in a mild hypnotic trance.
I wish I could have given you more detail.
Oh, you did brilliantly well, Mrs. Amberley.
But there must be quite a few, an awful lot of people answering to that description.
Oh, yes, you're right, but keep in mind, we're not looking at all the people answering to that description, only at known villains. Indeed, at a subcategory, known villains answering to that description who could commit murder. That, thankfully, narrows our choice considerably.
Rather judiciously put, Lestrade.
Oh, thank you.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
And good luck.
Hypnosis, I mean, how do you know about that?
My mother taught me that you must always have one party trick. A song, a musical instrument, an impersonation. You, Lestrade.
Oh, I'm afraid I have no party trick.
No, man, I was about to ask you if you have enough to go on.
Oh, yeah, well, I shall consult the local police without delay. What Mrs. Amberley's told us, thanks to you, will turn up several suspects, I'm sure of it.
What a profound shock it must have been. The murderer seeing himself seen. Which gives me a thought. A party trick.
What?
When you have those suspects, contact me and I shall help you pick out the right man.
Wow, you've been the making of this investigation, Violet. I cannot refuse you.
One more thing.
Yes?
Miss Doolittle. I would like a physical description of the lady and an account of what she was wearing when she died.
I can supply you with that information, I'm sure, but I don't understand how it'll help.
Trust me. Soon as possible, please. And whistle me up a cab, if you would.
My lady, a telegram. You did tell me to interrupt you.
Thank you, Treadwell. I see. 8.5 stone. Excellent. The dress represents no challenge. The shawl is interesting. Where did we store my mother's effects?
The East Attic, my lady.
Just so. And the Amberleys made their journey successfully?
In good time for the steamer. Pleasant a couple as you could wish for. Lovely types.
Good. I value your judgment, even if I don't often say it. You know how I have always depended on you.
Thank you, my lady. Best not spoken of with respect. Will there be anything else?
No. Dismissed, Treadwell.
Good night, my lady.
Well, Violet, everything is as you asked for. The local police have tracked down 3 suspects, ne'er-do-wells, all with previous records of theft and sometimes violence, all answering to the description.
The suspects?
Yeah, are being held here in Miss Doolittle's parlour. How do you wish me to proceed with this experiment of yours?
Take them up one by one to the grand ballroom. No. Take all 3 of them, no reason why not, in exactly 5 minutes' time and lead them to the window.
Right, you 3. Follow me. Constable, you stay at the bottom of the stairs.
Yes, sir.
I see you tying you up. None of us is saying nothing. But that's right.
Treadwell, help me with the zip.
Certainly, my lady.
Now my face.
Are you sure about this?
Oh, come on, we've been through worse than this. Just smear the stuff on.
Go
on, do it.
The grand ballroom was a place of shadows and echoes. The 3 suspects looked about them with cunning and curiosity writ in equal measure upon their faces.
Gentlemen, if you'd be so kind as to approach the window.
Don't mind if we do.
In the gloom of the room opposite, a shadow moved and suddenly and shockingly revealed itself.
Oh, God preserve me!
Some more Amontillado, Inspector.
Oh, thank you, yeah. Oh, the collapse of the murderer Coombs was swift and utter. But you, Violet...
Well, from the details you supplied me, I saw I was of the rough same height and slight build of Miss Doolittle. To mimic her clothes was easy, thanks to your detailed account. He looked as though he'd seen a ghost, said Marion Amberley.
Oh.
All I did was create such a ghost for the murderer to see. There was the problem of a difference in age, but by smearing my face with the blood of a chicken, I think I solved the problem.
The blood of a chicken, yes, a very striking effect.
One small thing. The package addressed to me in Miss Doolittle's house.
Oh, that? Well, it hardly seems relevant.
That was your handwriting, wasn't it? I recognised it from the notes you supplied me about Miss Doolittle. It was just a lure. I have seen your deviousness before. When we first worked together, I identified Jeremy James Moody as the man who murdered my husband. Weeks later, on bail, that same Moody was found, neck twisted until the spine broke, in an East London wasteland. Scotland Yard took the matter no further.
A file was lost. The evidence file.
What clues and conclusions were in that file? I know I was a suspect, logically so.
Oh, but a woman acting alone couldn't have killed such a strong man in the way he was killed.
And indeed, how would she have transported the body to the East End? She must have had help. Someone utterly...
If there's anything you need, my lady.
No. Thank you, Treadwell. Good night.
My lady. And good night to you, Inspector Lestrade.
Good night, Treadwell. The file was lost. I really cannot say how.
If you'd be so kind, Lestrade.
Oh.
My husband and I, at the end of a summer's evening like this, be so good as to partner me. For a bad liar, you're a good dancer.
Pleasure, Violet.
Oh, so many memories.
The file was lost and will stay lost. But Violet, remember this. The file was lost.
But the ledger was kept.
The Intangible Clue is based on a short story by Anna Catherine Green and was dramatised for radio by Chris Harold. Lestrade was played by Tim Pickett-Smith, Lady Violet by Jeannie Spark, Treadwell by Sean Murray, Mrs Amberley by Cassie Layton, Mr Amberley by David Seddon, and Mr Hutton by Ben Crowe. The director was Liz Webb.
And now on Radio 4 we begin a new series of The Rivals, a classic detective series by Chris Harold. Inspector Lestrade was made to look a fool in the Sherlock Holmes stories, but now he's writing his memoirs and has a chance to get his own back with tales of Holmes's rivals. James Fleet stars as Lestrade as we begin with his collaboration with blind detective Max Carados, played by Pip Torrens. Together, they try to discover the cause of a horrific accident in the Knight's Cross signal problem.
Over here, sir.
What is it?
Broken lock. They've jemmied it.
Right, careful with the door. Not a sound. Shoes off as we approach. Our Irish friends, they'll shoot us as soon as look at us. What are you doing exactly?
Oh, sorry. Always had a bit of trouble with my laces. See the lights, sir?
I make it 3 intruders.
No, there's a 4th. Under that ruddy great horse.
Yeah, that ruddy great horse is probably the artistic highlight of the Elgin marbles. Never mind. No, you're right. Draw your weapon, Dodds. Follow my lead.
What you are, sir?
The British Museum. 2 in the morning. Just Constable Dodds and myself. Reinforcements several minutes behind us. We were up against at least 4 Fenian hotheads desperate to give Great Britain a poke in the eye. Shadows danced over the marble friezes, and the ancient Greeks glared down on us as...
He's lighting. It looks like a fuse, sir.
Stop right there!
Down on your hands and knees, you lots!
Carry O'Donnell, put your heel on that fuse or I'll send you to eternity.
Quite one for the melodrama, Inspector. What shall I do? Die a martyr? Take us all to eternity? On balance, I'll not blow us up this time, Inspector.
Thank you.
It was a peaceful protest. The only victims of the dynamite were to be stone, not human. You don't have to keep pointing that thing at me. We've known each other long enough. I've grown quite fond of you, man.
Coffees, men, Dodds. Oh, Carrick. Carrick, why do you have to...
Commit acts of disruption out of the very same convictions that you have when you pursue me. Your damn country belongs to you. It's so unreasonable with an Ireland that belongs to the Irish.
Lights, in here!
Yes. Stop gawking at those naked women. I've never seen a Greek sculpture before.
You've undone us, Inspector. Credit to you. But there are others. And that's soft fellas like me. Dangerous fellas, dark-minded. With bigger plans. So watch out for yourself, Inspector Lestrade!
Yes, I'd caught Carrick, but he wasn't the real danger. Where would the hard core of the Fenians strike next? Bigger plans, what were they? My superiors, the term is technical, considered that I should approach Sherlock Holmes. But even he couldn't see in the dark, so I chose a detective fully Holmes' rival, who could. He was blind, which helped, of course. But before I could call on Max Carados, disaster struck.
Something's not quite right, Bill.
What's the matter?
Don't know. I really don't know. Just ease her off on the bend. Bloody hell! Brakes! Bloody brakes!
Sir, Inspector Lestrade.
Carados, how are you?
Dear fellow. Well, make yourself comfortable. And Parkinson will take your cape. Still raining then? Drip, drip, drip. I hope you're pleased with your haircut.
Yes. How do you know that?
Your man's gone a bit overboard with the eucalyptus oil.
How astonishingly had Carados compensated for the riding accident that had robbed him of his sight a decade ago.
You'll hear about the central and suburban train crash. Oh, now listen to that.
Oh, yeah. Very nice indeed.
I think the flautist has a cold.
Right. How did you know why I'm here?
Well, the train crash. Was it something other than accident?
A London Bridge bomb, the Greenwich Observatory fire.
And, of course, the attack on the British Museum. Is this part of the pattern of the Fenian outrages, you ask yourself?
27 killed, 40-something injured. That amounts to a massacre.
Let's see what the Times says. Let me see if I can find it. Page after the money market. Always interesting. Well, here we are.
His fingertips flickered across the pages, delicate as a butterfly's wings.
Tragic events at Knight's Cross.
Sorry, but how do you do that?
The print stands infinitesimally proud of the paper. If someone dipped a stick in treacle and wrote rats across a marble slab, Inspector, you'd probably be able to distinguish what was there blindfold. Of course, I need Parkinson's help. I can't read any type smaller than a long primer.
Well, that's quite understandable.
Now, it would appear that an ordinary central and suburban passenger train to Knight's Cross ran past the signal at Islip Terrace and crashed into a crowded electric train that was just beginning to move out. It was like a steamroller smashing into a child's bicycle. 2 carriages of the electric train were flattened out of existence.
The steam train was in the wrong, that's clear enough. When the signal was checked after the accident, it was at red.
Yes, but the curious thing is that the driver, Hutchins, swore that the signal was at green and wouldn't be moved from his testimony. And this is a man with 30 years' experience of driving trains, 10 of them on this very line, and a flawless record. How could he have made such a mistake? What did his co-driver say?
He didn't. His neck was broken in the collision. But the signalman, a young man named Mead, states on oath that the light was on red for danger when the central and suburban train appeared.
Well, could the experienced Hutchins be right?
Well, could the inexperienced Mead have covered up his own error in the chaos immediately after the event?
A most suggestive thought, Lestrade. Instead of human error, human deceit. Or a combination of the two. I question the Fenian involvement. All their attacks share a common motif of rather thumping symbolism. Attacks on notable British monuments, hardly the case here, though I can't help wondering if there's something altogether different in play. Parkinson.
Mr. Carados.
Be so good as to make the Daimler ready.
Travelling rug and the usual refreshments, sir?
Yes, please, and some quail's eggs if we have them. Oh, and copies of last week's Times.
Had you a destination in mind, sir?
Knew I'd forgotten something. I want you to drive Inspector Lestrade and me to Holloway.
Holloway?
Where Hutchins lives. There's a real mystery here, I'm sure of it. Though as to its exact nature, We'll find that out. That's what we're here for. Let's get to it.
The rain bucketed down as Max Carados and I left his apartment. What new direction had his mind taken him in now, I wondered. And suddenly, looming up out of the rain...
Mind yourself, Lestrade!
Carados heard it before I saw it. His fierce shove sent me sideways and to my knees. The cab missed me by inches and disappeared as swiftly as it had come into the deluge.
Here.
Thank you.
You're all right?
Yeah, a bit of damage to my new trousers. God, that was close. Just as well he was so fast. What a homicidal lunatic to drive like that.
Homicidal, yes. Lunatic, no. That, I believe, was an attempt to kill you. Those copies of the Times, Parkinson?
Beside you, sir.
Excellent. Now, Lestrade, open the flap at the back of the seat in front of you.
I say.
And restore yourself with an Armagnac. Oh, the canapes will merit your attention, too. It's not the arrival that matters, it's the refreshment you have during the journey. Isn't that what they say, Parkinson?
Something very like that, sir.
Now, turn to last Monday's edition of the Times, the money market page.
Yeah, I've got it. The train crash.
No, the money market page.
But what's...
Find the central and suburban entry and read me out the share price, please.
If you say so. 24.5 at 3.5. Fall 9.
Quite a drop. Now, Tuesday, if you'd be so good. Indulge me, if you don't mind.
Very well. Tuesday.
Good morning. Is Mr. Hutchins at home?
You're not from the railway, are you? Or the newspapers?
Neither. I'm Max Carados, private detective, and this is Inspector Lestrade, Scotland Yard's most distinguished sleuth.
Oh, well, I wouldn't...
You better come in. Just try and be gentle with my father. It's been a blow to him. Father, visitors. Wake up, Father. And tuck your shirt in. You better come through to the parlour. The kitchen's a mess. I'm Lucy Hutchins.
Kitchen was good enough for your mother and me. I don't know where you get these ideas from.
And your kitchen is good enough for me, Mr. Hutchins. That cabbage I can smell, but not overcooked for a change. Oh, and neeps. And give me a moment.
Take this chair. Here.
Thank you. I'm blind, you see.
Oh.
Mutton stew, is it, Lucy? And do you grow your own rosemary out at the back?
How on earth?
Tell me about the signal light you saw, Mr. Hutchins.
30 years I've been a driver.
I know that, and I'm impressed. But that wasn't what I asked. The signal light, if you please.
I'm off the trains now. Never a black mark against me in 30 years. Now I'm suspended. What am I going to do with myself?
Tell me about the signal light.
It's green. It was, but...
But? Yes?
There was something wrong with it, but ruddy thing is I can't say what. When you've been up and down the line as often as I have, just something not quite as it should be. When I try and grasp it, it slips out my hands.
Oh, I know what you mean. I sense a wrinkle in the stair carpet leading to my apartment. Perhaps a different cleaner has been at work. I can feel it in the soles of my feet, but it's so hard to convey the feeling.
Blimey. But, yes, you've got it, Mr. Carados.
Could Mr. Mead, the signalman, be at fault in some way?
I've never trusted Mead. That's the truth.
Oh, Father. Billy Mead. We've been through this.
Have we indeed, by Jove?
Why are you looking at me like that?
How can I possibly look at you in any way at all, since I cannot see you, Lucy? Now, the train you were driving at the time of the accident, Mr. Hutchins, let me be sure, was the 3:30 from Notcliffe, stopping at Lambeth Bridge, Swanstead and Ingerfield before reaching Knight's Cross.
That's it.
And that was the train you'd been running all day?
Yes, 4 journeys down, 4 journeys up.
And the signal where the crash took place, is there anything special about it?
It's on a blind bend, so extra precautions are taken. We're regularly pulled out there for a minute or even 2 by a red light.
But not this time?
Not this time.
So the green light was unexpected?
Yes. But it's not for me to question whether things are right or wrong just because they Are or are not what I may expect. The signals are my orders, sir. Stop, go on. It's for me to obey as you would a general on the field of battle. What would happen otherwise?
Quite so, Mr. Hutchins. Well said.
It has to be Meade's mistake. No, the truth is, he's trying to set me up. But what's the use of all this talk? I don't even know if you're on my side.
Well, if you're telling the truth, Mr. Hutchins, I'm your steadfast ally. Miss Hutchins, could you show us out? Your hand. Oh.
My hand. Oh!
I'm sorry, how clumsy of me. Tell me, Lucy, your father's not normally a heavy drinker, is he?
Mr. Carados, really? Oh, what's the point?
Bass beer, I noted, chased with a blended Scotch whisky.
I'm so ashamed.
Don't be. I'd be the same in your father's shoes.
He hardly touched a drop before, if that's what you're getting at.
The very confirmation that I sought. Thank you. And you and Mr. Meade, or Billy as you called him. Sweet on you, is he? You're engaged, aren't you?
How do you know these things? Is this some trick?
When I appeared to stumble against you just now, I couldn't help noticing that you wore no ring on your hand, but had a ring hidden on a chain round your neck, as a woman does with an engagement ring when she wishes to keep the fact of her engagement secret.
My father, he's so... Oh, I'm sure Billy had nothing to do with the accident. Billy and father are at loggerheads. It's my father's obstinate fault. He took against Billy a year ago. But I love Billy, and I love father. And this accident, it's made things impossible. Good Lord, is that yours?
My Daimler, yes. And it is to Billy I shall now talk. Be brave, Lucy Hutchins. Is this for me, Parkinson?
Sir, I looked further through the Times. This seemed to be pertinent.
I say. Lestrade, do the honours.
In the last 2 weeks, as will be known to readers of this column, City and suburban railway shares suffered a marked and ongoing slump after the company announcement of a proposed new motor bus service. Now, with the abandonment of the scheme, which came as a total surprise both to the city and to shareholders, the shares have made a sharp recovery.
How well spotted, Parkinson.
My pleasure, sir.
An ongoing slump.
This preoccupation with share prices, Carolus, I'm not sure that I follow.
Like the people who read this column, I'm merely speculating at the moment, but certain possibilities begin to arise. I'm sure a pickled walnut would aid my reflections. Can I tempt you, Inspector?
Looking back, I admit I was far from sure what puzzle it was that Max was looking at. In a few minutes, we found ourselves upon Islip Terrace, where a weary-looking young man in a blue uniform awaited us at a gate that led onto the railway line, where debris was being cleared away. This was Mr. Meade.
Mr. Meade, thank you for meeting us here at such short notice.
Why not, sir? Better than sitting at home with my thoughts. They shifted the trains yesterday, what was left of the electric. Still at 6s and 7s I am.
These rails, would you believe it? Twisted like licorice.
Yeah.
And what happened to the signal, the all-important signal?
Unharmed. I'll show you. Mind your footing. Up these steps. The lamp burns within that steel cage. The coloured glass screen is swapped by hand.
Could anyone tamper with the signal?
Now, you're not the first one to ask that. But the system's foolproof. You insert the glass screen and it locks automatically into place. There's a special key you have to use to change it. I have one key. The signal master, he's my boss, has the other. When the 3:30 approached, I set the signal at red. The signal master was with me and saw me do it. We returned together to the signalman's box, where I stayed until the crash, again with the signal master. So whatever Hutchins says, the truth is, he is trying to set me up.
Lestrade, what is my foot touching?
What? There's a piece of dark cloth and a short length of metal.
Ah, there's clothing and stuff all over. Saw a woman covered with blood. She was looking for her right shoe, she said. Kept saying it as though her life depended on it.
Poor soul. Describe the cloth, Lestrade.
It's like a hood. Thickish material. And the metal bent in a curve.
Please. Thank you. Mr. Meade,
Yeah?
Is there a newspaper vendor in the vicinity?
Just a few doors down the street, but...
Thank you. You've been a vast help. I think I can promise that a great shadow will soon lift from you and Lucy Hutchins, and Mr. Hutchins.
Back on Islip Terrace, Carados was positively secretive as he went about his business in the newsagents. He came out not with a newspaper in his hand, but a smile on his face.
I can sense you wondering. We're going to take lodgings here, Lestrade. Let us go forthwith to number 7.
Oh, well, that makes perfect sense.
This way, gentlemen. My girl hasn't been today, so the place is just a teeny bit less tidy than I'd like it. It's so very hard to get a good girl, you know, Mr. Carados.
So I am told, Miss Chubb.
And you wanted a north-facing room, you said?
Yes.
Very discerning choice. My room is north-facing, you know. The light, it's rather special, isn't it?
Mm. Well, this all looks, The chintz is very striking.
Are you gentlemen sharing?
No.
The last gentleman, he wanted north-facing too.
Did he indeed? What sort of gentleman was he?
Very nice gentleman, Mr. Colnahin. Indian, you know, but you'd hardly think so, really. Well, except, of course, he did look Indian.
Couldn't help it, I dare say. Mr. Colnahin, eh? Didn't leave a forwarding address, I suppose?
Oh, no. Well, quite the opposite. He left in a terrible rush.
Just after the accident, yes?
Yes. It was like the end of the world. The noise of it, grinding on forever, and all those poor injured folk. Oh, what a day. My gentleman didn't even take all his things, and I simply haven't had a moment to clean out the cupboard since.
Oh, let us help, then.
Oh, tidy fellow, wasn't he? 5 copies of the Times, Monday to Friday. The penciled address tells us they were delivered here. A folding knife, a ball of twine, a fancy box for a ring, Aspreys, no less, and a can of best quality lamp oil, empty.
I don't think you two gentlemen are looking for a room at all. I've got it. You're private investigators. Is it, by any chance, a marital matter?
Well spotted, Miss Chubb. My companion here is the legendary Inspector Lestrade. I'm sure you've read of him?
Oh, I have. Oh, then you... Oh, my goodness, you must be...
Shh. I'm working incognito. Home, Parkinson.
Certainly, sir. Hutchins, Mead, this Mr. Colnahin. Just where do we stand, Carados?
Well, Hutchins and Mead cancel themselves out like identical symbols on either side of a mathematical equation. Mead couldn't have cheated with the signal, and Hutchins would never have misread the signal. This business is about something else altogether. But now we have all the evidence before us. The Asprey's ring box is particularly suggestive. What a night, old friend. Armagnac weather, I call it.
Yeah. You owe me some explanations, Max.
Oh, you can do better than that. You've worked out why I went into the newsagents in Islip Terrace.
You were looking for subscribers to the Times. In such an area, few and far between. That was how you pinned down the subscriber as Mr. Colnahin, lodging at number 7, the penciled address.
Good man. The Times, of course, is one of the few newspapers
that prints share prices. Though, if you were suggesting Mr. Colnahin had shares in Central and Southern and was in some way involved in the accident, well, it makes no sense. For the accident made the share price drop. Hardly the way to make money, if that was the motive. Turning to Mr. Colnahin, rather an unusual name, as I discovered from a colleague who spent time in India.
Ah, yes, I looked it up. It is the Hindu word...
The Hindu word for...
Colnahin is the Hindu word for nobody.
Why? Mr. Drishna, if I may use your given name, I was wondering how long you were going to dawdle around on the landing.
I have a gun.
Good for you.
Look, whatever you call yourself, I'm warning
you. No! I'm warning you. Sit still. I can draw my weapon in an instant, and I am an excellent shot. How did you find me? Why did you invite me here, Max Carados?
The answer to the first question is my brokers. I asked them to trace anyone who had bought deferred shares in Central and Suburban Railways. Sit down, Mr. Drishna. Join us in an armagnac.
I do not drink.
Very well. Shall I begin with the shares? Or with the lamp?
Oh, as you please. Pray, go on.
The motor bus amalgamation was a week or so back. A secret. But you heard of it, Mr. Drishna. Perhaps you work in the city. And you saw the opportunity to make money with an unusual gamble. To sell short.
I'm not sure.
That is, having little money of your own, you sold Central and Southern shares you didn't own. Borrowed from a broker. You hoped to replace them, as it were, with Central and Southern shares you would buy at a lower price when the value fell. The whole scheme depended on the value falling. But the project was cancelled, and the share value rose and continued to rise.
I think I see.
What an imaginative story.
Perhaps you were travelling on that very train route when the idea came to you of an accident, which would be sure to make the share value drop. And you made it happen.
Are you saying this man sabotaged the train to, for God's sake, make a profit on his shares? 27 people died.
How many people, gentlemen, are responsible for the death of thousands of innocent men and women in my country, occupied by your overweening empire every day? Proof, Mr. Carados?
The hood I found at the site, just to start with. Nobody tampered the lamp. Meade did indeed set a red lamp. Hutchins did indeed see a green one, because you, Mr. Drishna, very simply trespassed on the line, put a hood over the red light, and hung your own green lamp immediately in front of the original.
How ingenious of me.
You removed the substitute lamp seconds after the crash. In the chaos, you ignored or forgot the cloth and the hook. My man Parkinson made a sweep of hardware shops. It took him a full day, but finally he found a place that made an exact duplicate of the signal lamp at Knight's Cross for an Indian gentleman.
An Indian gentleman? Pah! I have been sneered at every day I have spent in your country.
But not by the woman to whom you gave your heart.
What? How do you know of her?
You never foresaw how the accident would turn out, did you? Just a collision and a few bruises and a sharp drop in the share price. Your appeal to Indian nationalism is merely to mask your disgrace.
Woman? What woman, Carados?
You ran from your lodgings in a rage of shame, leaving behind the tools of your deception, leaving behind the Asprey's ring box, a lover's token. She, perhaps, was why you needed the money.
I loved her! I loved her for her, and I loved her too for being able to love me. So quick, so sympathetic, and oh, so expensive. I pretended to cut more of a figure in the city than I really do, but I am hardly more than a clerk. I speculated, and somehow you know the rest. You have never looked me in the eye since I have been here, Mr. Carados. Do you despise me so?
I cannot see you, Mr. Drishna. I am blind.
Like Dhritarashtra, king of Hastinapur long ago, who was blind, but could see what other men could not. It is an omen.
I'm going to have to take you in charge, Mr. Drishna.
No, Lestrade. Imagine the long trial, the solitude, the sleepless nights, with the outcome of being hanged on a dark winter morning. This is a friendless, inhuman thing.
I think I understand you.
What are you doing here, Carados?
Mr. Drishna is leaving us, Lestrade. Justice will be done. Drishna, let me see you out.
What? Yes, yes.
You need something properly waterproof to see you home.
Let me help you into this, sir. I think it should fit. Yes.
Thank you.
Why was Carados letting Drishna escape justice with a vague promise of, I presumed, suicide?
A safe journey to you, sir.
Mr. Carados?
I went to the window. Out into the street came, well, it could have been me, but it was Drishna in my cape. And then Carados.
Good night, Inspector.
What?
And then, out of the shadows, another man. Drishna and the other man drew guns on each other in the blink of an eye.
Your cape is very distinctive, Lestrade. All the more so in the rain. Parkinson had earlier observed the Fenian assassin who nearly ran you down in the hansom cab.
He'd been lurking round here for a day or two, hoping to seize his moment and, dispatch you, Inspector. Oh, why, thank you, Mr. Carados. Just a small one, sir.
So, Lestrade, your death was the outrage the Fenians had in mind. Yet another attack on a notable English monument.
What a gamble you were taking.
Dreshna was as fast as he said. Even though he was mortally wounded himself, he shot the other man through the heart.
You guessed about the assassin, but you said nothing to me. You set this up like a stage play, a piece of trickery. You wanted...
I wanted you safe and sound, my dear fellow. I think the time has come, you know.
Time for what?
Why, time to move on to the port.
It's The Rivals, a classic detective series by Chris Harold. Inspector Lestrade was made to look a fool in the Sherlock Holmes stories, but now he's writing his memoirs and has a chance to get his own back with tales of Holmes's rivals. With James Fleet as Lestrade, we continue with his collaboration with the private detective Paul Beck. Together they consider what appears to be an open and shut murder case in A Snapshot.
And thus concludes your tour of Rathbone Hall, Miss Morland. I'm so glad you found the time to visit. Allow me finally to show you the shooting gallery.
Why, thank you, Squire Gore. I should like that. I believe you're a champion shot.
I have some expertise. We're utterly alone now. You know, Margaret, you're quite something to behold. The light silhouetting your body.
Squire Gore, you forget yourself. Dear God, no, you animal! Take your hands off me, sir, now!
Damned if I can help myself.
Swan!
I wasn't too,
You were great.
Carmody didn't see you leave to come here, did he?
Uncle is in blissful ignorance. And I could answer you more easily.
Yes, Margaret?
If you took your hands off my bosom.
Oh, well, if you insist.
Show me what you can do with a gun, Squire Gore.
Do I get a prize if I hit the target?
You most certainly do. Do you remember the William Tell story?
Yes, of course.
Come on! Apple on my head! Just do it!
Margaret!
Oh, to be young again, eh? Not that things in the shooting gallery necessarily happened exactly thus. When I spoke to Squire Clement Gore, his account of matters wasn't completely clear. Well, the possibility of being hanged does somewhat distract a man. And in writing my memoirs, the memoirs of Inspector Lestrade, I have to do whatever is necessary to lure my audience in. Memoirs that will be notable for putting Sherlock Holmes firmly in his place and giving due weight to his rivals, such as the paradoxical Paul Beck.
Oakdale is right ahead, sir.
Mr. Carmody's property, where he lives with his wards, Margaret and Maisie Morland. I've got that right, have I?
Right you are.
And over that distant rise, Rathbone Hall?
That's it.
Oh, you've really been very helpful, Albert. A most vivid account of events.
Reckon they'll stretch his neck for him, do you?
The case against the unfortunate gentleman sounds quite overwhelming. Almost as overwhelming as that bed of pelargoniums. Goodbye. Oh, what an array of rhododendrons. If only I had the soil. And what's that I hear? You can come out from the ponticums, my dear. It's Maisie, isn't it?
I'm so sorry. Hopeless of me to hide. I don't know what I was doing.
Well, I wouldn't say you were hopeless, Maisie. Not at all. For example, confronted with a murder, you took the initiative to summon up by telegram one of London's leading private investigators. That's me, by the way.
Oh, yes, of course. Mr. Beck. Yes. Sorry.
Oh, nothing to be sorry about. Tell me all about what has happened.
You will be able to help him, won't you?
Squire Gore? If I knew the answer to that already, it would take all the fun out of things, wouldn't it?
Fun? I don't know what to say. You're not quite
What you expected. Yes, a number of my clients have found that. Now, I should like to meet your sister and, of course, Squire Gore.
If he hasn't already been incarcerated.
They're inside, with that ghastly officious policeman with a ferrety-looking face. Inspector Lestrade.
Oh, well, at least I'll be able to recognise him.
Mr. Beck!
Oh, do call me Paul. It's Margaret Morland, isn't it?
They're questioning him in the study. It's horrible. We'd only just announced our engagement. The body was found only half an hour later in the woods.
The body of your guardian, George Carmody?
That's right. How did you know?
I was well briefed before I arrived. Nothing like country gossip.
Margaret.
Oh, my darling man. Tell me it'll be all right.
Oh, dearest girl. Whatever happens, I'll go through hell for you.
Ah, you, sir?
Yes?
Why, I can say with some certainty you must be Inspector Lestrade.
How do you know that with such certainty?
Trade secret. I'm Paul Beck, private investigator.
Ah, private investigator. Well, I'm afraid someone's been wasting your time. There's nothing here for you to investigate. Cut and dried.
All the same, I take it as a professional courtesy if I could speak to Squire Gore.
Well, I suppose I can spare you 10 minutes with the suspect.
Oh, appreciated, Inspector.
So, you're the detective fellow Margaret hired?
Maisie, actually.
Things don't look too good for me, do they?
Oh, worse than that, I'd say. Tell me, if you would, about you and George Carmody. Bring him back to life for me.
Even given my current predicament, I don't think I'd want to bring that bastard back. But yes, our final meeting.
When and where?
Yesterday morning, my gun room at Rathbone Hall. I wasn't expecting you. Bullseye. What the... Carmody.
Squire Gore, what a remarkable shot you are.
What are you doing here?
I wanted to see your love nest. Oh, I know all about you and Margaret. Look, there you are, in black and white.
Where'd you get this picture?
It is my belief, Squire Gore, that you are using Margaret, who is in my charge, in a manner unbefitting a gentleman.
I love Margaret, and she loves me, and we're to marry. However that may sit with you.
Margaret is my ward for another year. Whether or not she marries is under my jurisdiction.
I was up in the city recently with the firm of Fairbrother and Partners.
What?
You know them, I see. The firm who first drew up the terms of the Moorland Trust. Before, indeed, you became an executor of that trust through the will of your late brother and became the Moorland girl's guardian.
You dare to interfere in my affairs?
I have proposed that the terms of the trust be adjusted by a deed of variation. If I succeed, as seems likely, Margaret and I will marry next month. In fact, when I walk over to Oakland and join Margaret today, at lunch, she proposes to make a public announcement of our engagement.
No, she cannot.
Try and stop her. You know Margaret.
I may not be able to stop her, but I can stop you.
Really?
There'll be no wedding, no announcement, believe you me.
Are you threatening me, sir?
Oh, come on, then. Come on, you're a top marksman. You can hardly miss me from 5 feet. Go on!
You'll not provoke me.
It's good control. Very important, that. After all, you'd hardly want another accidental shooting on your conscience, would you?
Damn you!
I refer, of course, to the matter of your very sudden departure from the army after your return from South Africa.
How do you know that?
I've been asking around. You're playing out of your league, Gore.
There was a misunderstanding.
A junior officer died by your hand and you were nearly cashiered.
It's not the way you describe it.
A disgraced killer. An army man stripped of his commission. I can smear you with so much mud and ordure you'll never smell clean again. Dear Margaret won't be able to look you in the eye. Or if she does, there'll be other people looking at you askance, sniffing the miasma of something wrong about you.
You blackguard me as much as you like. It will change nothing.
Oh, I will change everything, Squire Gore. Depend on it.
I was blind with rage, but I never clapped eyes on Carmody again, I swear it.
Thank you for your candid account. And you went through the woods to Oakdale for your lunch appointment.
10 minutes is up, gentlemen. Time to go, Squire Gore.
If I may just finish. And you arrived at Oakdale when?
Oh, that's ruddy well it, isn't it? My temper calmed, and I joined Margaret and Maisie in the rose garden. And we talked, and I tried to explain to Margaret that we faced problems. And in due course we were called into lunch. Lunch began at 1:15, I think. But how long were we in the rose garden? Damned if any of us noticed.
Shortly after a vicious argument between the two men, George Carmody was found shot with one of Squire Gore's pistols, which was later recovered from the nearby stream where it had been thrown. Carmody's watch was broken as the body fell. The murder took place at 12:25, at a time when Squire Gore, who had the means, opportunity and motive to commit the murder, cannot verify his whereabouts.
Oh dear.
Yes, who's it? I mean, come in.
It's me again. You do have a way of disappearing, don't you? Oh, what a comfortable room.
Uncle George is very generous. Was, I mean. You can't fault him in that.
Could you fault him in other ways?
I suppose it was hard for him too. A bachelor, suddenly inheriting 2 sisters.
Your parents?
Oh, my mother died of pneumonia when I was little. I can hardly remember her. My father was in a train accident 3 years ago. I was with him. This scar on my neck. I wasn't well for some time, but now I'm better.
You've had more than your fair share of bad luck, Maisie. Your sister, too. Let's see what we can do to balance the ledger. What is that very curious sharp smell I've been noticing since I came to your rooms? Almost medical.
Oh, sorry. I didn't have the side door properly closed. Sodium hyposulfite.
You have a dark room? Oh, may I see?
All right.
Oh, so many chemicals. How competent you are.
I do try my best.
And these photographs. What a gallery of faces. Who's this man? He's smiling, but his eyes don't smile.
Uncle George.
So that's him. I've heard one account of him this morning. What would your account be?
He could be distant, but he always took a particular interest in me. Took me sometimes to the theatre. He'd help me buy some special dress beforehand. He liked me to show it off to him.
Ah, and there's a picture of Squire Gore, looking rather different from a few minutes ago. There's a formidable glint in his eye. A man who gets what he wants. How did you capture that?
It just came out that way.
These are really rather good, Maisie. I've only just realised these pictures are clandestine. The subjects didn't know you were taking their picture, did they?
It's easier for me like that.
So we see their true selves, rather than the self they would prefer to show to the world. What's the picture you're hiding behind your back?
Oh, nothing.
Come on. Oh, that's very good. What a splendid kiss. Squire Gore again with Margaret, lost in each other. How clear and sharp everything is in the sun. One could almost be there. Where did you take it?
I snapped them in the rose garden yesterday, not long before Uncle George was found.
Did you indeed?
They didn't see me.
I don't suppose those two would have noticed a charging elephant. Oh, the silver birch is particularly handsome. Me, I haven't got the right soil. May I keep this photograph?
If you have to.
I shall be most discreet. What is it, Maisie?
It's all my fault, isn't it? He found one of my photographs, didn't he? Uncle George. That's how he knew about Margaret, and that's why...
Nothing is your fault. Everything that happened would have happened whether you had taken a photograph or not. And now, the scene of the crime. I have an appointment with your sister.
This way.
Let me see that I have this right. Rathbone Hall, Mr. Gore's home, lies some 2 miles from Oakdale. The path you are taking me on, Margaret, joins the 2 places. It winds through these woods and through fields, often crossing or running alongside a small stream.
Yes, that's it, Mr. Beck. These details you keep harping on. We're coming to the place now.
This is a path you walk often?
Yes, we both walk it. Gore visiting me formally at Oakdale, and me him at Rathbone.
You visiting him a little less formally?
Yesterday, only yesterday, I made him shoot an apple off my head at 50 paces.
Good Lord.
I was teasing him. He was horrified. His shot was perfect, of course, but a stupid joke. I collapsed to the floor as if I'd been hurt. But then I made it up to him.
Beautiful walk, this. Do you think Gore could have killed your guardian? Please, be honest.
Mr. Beck, yes, he most certainly could. But he didn't kill Carmody, whatever it looks like.
You're remarkably sure.
Gore wouldn't destroy the two of us. I'm the wild one anyway, so he always tells me. I'd be more likely to kill Carmody than he would.
What a pretty stream. Those little yellow flowers obviously like it. Fleabane, if I'm not mistaken. Did you?
What?
Kill Carmody?
No, I damned well did not.
Oh, I felt I had to ask, in the interests of thoroughness. Ah, the scene of the murder. Inspector, I hope you don't mind.
You again. Good afternoon, Mr. Beck, Miss Morland. I thought I'd tell my constable to put a rope across the path.
He did. We stepped over it.
Didn't you get what you wanted earlier?
Not quite. Just a couple of details I wanted to clear up. I think you'll understand, being, I suspect, a detail man yourself.
I suppose I can show you around the site.
I take it that rock with the chalk marks round it...
was where Carmody's body was found. Carmody was sitting on the rock and Gore must have been talking to him, distracting him in some way. No sign of a struggle. Then he put his pistol to Carmody's right ear and pulled the trigger. Gore threw his pistol in the stream where we duly found it.
You're sure it was his, Gore's pistol?
No, he admits it's his. Said it went missing from his gunroom.
And Carmody fell. He fell on his watch, smashing it against the rock. What sort of watch?
This half-hunter.
May I? 12:25. Just as you told me.
This plaster cast, Gore's footprint from the mud of this very path, just there, freshly made.
Just there. The print itself is more interesting than the cast. And you found the gun where exactly in the stream?
Under the shadow of that branch. It took my constables only a few... Mr. Becker, are you sure that's wise?
Where I'm standing now?
Yes.
In the shade of the weeping willow. Ow! Oh, you have to watch out for these branches. Yes, I see. Your hand, if you would.
Yes. Yeah.
Thank you, Inspector. Well, your reasoning seems perfectly valid, but what does your intuition tell you?
My intuition?
Actually, I was being polite about your reasoning. You've ignored some crucial evidence. For example, the bent bough of the weeping willow with the scrape on the bark.
I see. And what do you, Mr. Beck, make of this evidence?
Well, at this very moment, I've no clear idea, but I know that my feeling about this is important.
What I know, clearly, is the pressure I am under to conclude this case as swiftly and as surely as possible. Carmody had all sorts of connections. The sheriff of the county himself. You've no damn idea.
Do you really feel Gore murdered Carmody? Feel it as solidly as the sand between your toes at the beach on a Clacton-on-Sea holiday?
Clacton-on-Sea? I assessed the facts. The facts add up. I don't have the luxury of indulging in intuition.
Intuition isn't a luxury. It's our daily bread.
I'm running out of time, Beck. You don't understand. This is my first murder case.
Time. Now there's a thing. Margaret?
Yes?
What does your watch read?
3 o'clock.
Inspector?
Oh, what on earth's difference? 7 minutes past 3.
And I'm a minute before 3. Timepieces often run a little differently, yes? To be absolutely sure of the time, one would have to go to Greenwich Observatory itself. Now there's a thought. Mr. Carmody's broken watch, Inspector.
Yes?
Did it not strike you just how convenient it was?
Well, unless you have something solid, Beck, I have to move on.
The man I love would never do this.
Now, Does Margaret Morland speak the truth? Look into her eyes, Lestrade. Good place to find the truth in anyone. Look.
All right, blast you. I've never had a holiday at Clacton, but I've been to Margate, and you're right, yes. I don't feel the sand.
Go to Carmody's office. Go through his papers.
What am I looking for?
If I knew that, I wouldn't be asking you to look.
And your intuition tells you that this is a good course of action.
You've got the idea. Now, I must make a telephone call, and then tomorrow morning, Inspector, you and I will unmask the murderer.
You're asking me to gamble my career on your intuition.
You've summed it up very well. Your choice, Inspector. Good Lord!
What?
You'd hardly believe it unless you saw it. Crocuses at this time of year.
Very well. I'll meet you tomorrow in the Rose Garden. I still don't understand what Greenwich has got to do with things. I hope you know I've gone out on a limb for you. The prisoner should be on his way to Pentonville Prison, not holding hands with his sweetheart on the lawn over there.
You did look in the study, Inspector.
Yes, I did. Extensive debts. Mountainous. But how did you know?
I didn't. So, Squire Gore, Margaret, now where's Maisie? She's key to all this. Oh, there you are. Now, come over here. Stand with me in the shade of this rather splendid silver birch. Your help in this has been crucial, Maisie.
What did I do?
You'll see. Time for my big speech now. Very well. I believe that no fewer than 3 people here had every reason to wish George Carmody gone from this world. Squire Gore, we know about, a man severely provoked by Carmody's opposition to his proposed wedding, by Carmody's threats to slander him.
There was no truth to it.
I know what happened in South Africa. How he intervened in a case of brutality to a Boer prisoner. How a junior officer turned on him.
I had no choice.
I believe you, Gore. And there's Margaret, too. With the same motivations as her fiancé, and with a streak of fierce impulsiveness.
Why?
And, of course, there is Maisie. Carmody used to sneak into your room, didn't he? That's how he found the photograph he showed Gore, isn't it?
Uncle George, that man was awful. I couldn't say anything until now. Having to dress up, show myself off. His smile, his touch on my shoulder, on my hip.
Maisie, God!
But the person who most wanted Carmody's death was Carmody himself. What did you find in Carmody's study, Inspector Lestrade?
Letters from no fewer than 3 banks. He was heavily overdrawn.
Carmody's threat to slander Squire Gore is really a distraction. After all, both Gore and Margaret knew the truth of what happened in South Africa, and the truth would have prevailed. Carmody wanted an angry, unthinking Gore, who, blind with rage, wouldn't see Carmody pocket his pistol, whose very anger would make him the perfect suspect for murder when Carmody killed himself.
No. Why?
Inspector Lestrade's discovery answers your question. I speculate Carmody's debts drove him to despair. He started to steal from the Moreland Trust, your trust fund. He stole more and more to keep himself afloat. And then Gore interfered. In that moment, in the gunroom, with the announcement of prospective marriage, Carmody knew he was about to be undone, disgraced, jailed. Impossible things for a proud man. So he took his revenge on Gore. It wasn't just suicide Carmody committed. It was attempted murder. The attempted murder of Squire Gore.
By God. In the gunroom. He really wanted me to shoot him, didn't he?
That would have delighted his dark heart.
But that doesn't work, Beck. The footprint, the gun thrown in the water.
That footprint meant nothing. Gore passed that way nearly every day, and that particular footprint was pointing the wrong way, to Rathbone Hall rather than Oakdale.
Well, there could be half a dozen reasons for that.
As for the gun, what you do is thread the end of the branch of that weeping willow, that springy weeping willow, through the trigger guard. Pull the branch firmly down. Pray like Billy-O for your immortal soul.
God.
Fire the deadly shot, and lo and behold, your now nerveless hand loses its grip on the weapon, so the branch bounces back up, and in this instance drops the weapon in the stream, leaving the tiny abrasions on the branch that I noted.
So Carmody smashed his own watch at 12:25 to deprive Squire Gore of an alibi, because he knew Squire Gore's destination and how long the journey took.
Exactly so, Inspector.
Highly ingenious, Mr. Beck, but Constructing a highly ingenious theory that could make Gore innocent is not the same thing as having a solid piece of evidence to prove it so.
Yeah, fair enough.
Indeed, from what you've said, Gore, Margaret, Maisie, any one of them could have been driven to murder. And they all lack an alibi alike.
Oh. Good Lord, you certainly follow the argument where it leads. Over here, sir. The alibi, yes. May I introduce Mr. Halford Hardy from Greenwich?
Hardy Halford, the other way around, actually. Everyone gets it wrong.
But I never worry about that.
From Greenwich?
The observatory. Yes, I'm second deputy to the Astronomer Royal.
Astronomer Royal?
You've had time to look at the photograph, Mr. Hardy Halford.
Call me Holly. Everyone else does.
Yes, I have, and I've identified a most satisfactory gnomon.
A gnomon?
That's the silver birch. The pillar, so to speak. Greek, of course.
The measuring stick.
Quite so, Miss...
Maisie, Morland. The measuring stick by which you measure the angle of the sun.
You're very quick, Miss Morland. It was your photograph, wasn't it? Yes, the angle of the sun as it casts a shadow from the silver birch. It's no different from an ordinary sundial. I simply needed to make a few corrections relative to longitude, since we are west of Greenwich.
A sundial?
A sundial.
Sundial. How clear and sharp everything is in the sun. That's what you said, Mr. Beck.
Staring me in the face. So, Holly, what time was it?
31 minutes after midday. That was when this photograph was taken.
Making it impossible for Squire Gore, unless he could fly like a bird, to be both at the scene of the murder and in this rose garden. How lucky that he chose to kiss Miss Morland at that very moment, and that Maisie here was there to record it.
Good Lord.
You'd better take this snapshot, Inspector.
Yes,
So you can round off your case.
Well, I'm in your debt, Beck.
I thank you with all my heart, sir.
Pleasure, dear fellow.
And I thank you too, Mr. Beck.
What can we possibly do for you, Mr. Beck?
If I could take a cutting or two from those verbenas.
Verbenas?
The rather pretty low-lying plant you are in fact standing on.
Oh!
Your verbenas, Mr. Beck. And all the farewells they got left behind.
I'll put them on the rack. Oh, thank you so much, Inspector. It's been a privilege to work with you.
I think it's more the other way around. I could have destroyed an innocent man.
But all along, you never thought Squire Gore was guilty, did you?
No, I suppose I... How do you know that?
How do you think?
Intuition. After Paul Beck had handed over the credit for what was without doubt his case, I was no longer a provincial detective. I was on my way to Scotland Yard and to meeting, there's no escaping him, Sherlock Holmes, and to my modest fame, and to these memoirs. And all by chance, the chance that rules the lives of us all. If Maisie hadn't sent for Paul Beck and she hadn't taken the photograph. Oh, but one can tease these things out endlessly.
Now on BBC Radio 4 we continue our series of The Rivals, a classic detective series by Chris Harold. Inspector Lestrade was made to look a fool in the Sherlock Holmes stories, but now he's writing his memoirs and has a chance to get his own back with tales of Holmes' rivals. With James Fleet as Lestrade, we continue with his collaboration with amateur detective Mrs. Edith Marchmont. Together, they try to foil an overheard murder plot in 777 City.
Oh, damned if I'm going to answer it. Some nosy journalist pestering me about Sherlock Holmes and his outlandish adventures. A gigantic hound that glows in the dark. 5 orange pips, I ask you. It was his rivals that interested me. I've written about them often enough in my memoirs. Blast that telephone. Though, it does remind me, one of the very sharpest of those rivals, Edith Marchmont, wasn't even a detective at all. It began with a telephone call, a crossed line, and a conversation she was never supposed to hear.
Oh,
Oh, Wilberforce. Oh, you gave me quite a surprise. What are you doing indoors? It isn't remotely time for your fishy-wishy yet. No. Oh, that reminds me. Must call my sister. Now, how does this thing go? Oh, no, it's the other way around. Operator?
God, I've missed you, darling.
It's only been a day, Helena.
Who are they?
Even an hour is too long. I can't stand being without you. You know what I'm going to say.
Oh, Helena, there must be a better way than this.
You know how things stand. You know my mind.
But if only... Well, there must be a... Surely...
I don't want if only. I want you, James.
And I want you so much.
There's something else. Something bad, I'm afraid.
What?
It's in his eyes when he looks at me. Ambrose suspects.
He can't. Ambrose and I, we've always been so close. He'd say something to me.
James, listen to me. We have to do what we talked about. And do it before the week is out.
But we have to think. We have to make a plan.
My dearest darling, I'm making a plan. A plan that will set us free from him.
Where are you, dear?
He's back. This time tomorrow.
Now, who on earth were they?
What is it, Constable? I thought you were supposed to be bringing me some tea.
Lady to see you, sir.
No stopping up. Ask for you personal, like. Name? Mrs. Edith. Edith Marchmont. No, I have standing orders. That woman is never to be allowed near my office with her wild theories of conspiracy. The time when she was convinced she saw criminals disguised as a string quintet planning a robbery at King's Cross. Oh. No, she's read too many crime stories in the Strand magazine. She's a public nuisance. You'll have to...
Inspector, it's me. I'm here.
Mrs. Marchmont.
Edith?
Edith, yes, of course.
Oh, you look so very fiery and determined. On the trail of a master criminal.
Please.
Mountains of documents on your desk. Clues, I suppose.
As a matter of fact, I was doing my expenses.
I had to come to you. You're the only one who understands, you see.
I'll leave you to it, sir. Yes, thank you, Constable. Thank you very
A
much.
very helpful young man.
I'm glad you see him in that light. So, what have you found now, Edith? Criminal cellist? Or a homicidal harpist, perhaps?
What gay nonsense you like to talk, Inspector. No, I'm sure they're planning a murder.
Who are, Edith?
Eleanor and James, of course. But you don't have to take my word for it. You can hear for yourself. Now, you'll need your coat.
But
and don't forget your scarf. There's quite a nip in the air. Now, come along. Yes. Come along. I'll tell you all about it.
But this couple of yours, Helena and James, they didn't actually say what sort of plan, did they?
Oh, yeah.
Sorry.
Careful, Inspector.
Beg your pardon.
It is turning to ice in places.
Yes.
Oh. It's all very well to be sceptical, but you wait until you hear them. Now, we're nearly there. Oh, Wilberforce, what are you doing? That's my cat.
Is it, by Jove?
Now, what's he doing coming home so early again? Oh, you're like Wilberforce.
Yes, I'm sure I will.
And here we are.
Edith's drawing room, all chintz and antimacassars, was as neat and tidy as Edith herself, though, unlike Edith, it did smell distinctly of cat. And there, squatting in the corner, the telephone.
Some refreshment, Inspector.
Oh, a cup of tea would be lovely.
Really? Are you sure? I usually have a scotch at this time of day. Oh, but we mustn't be late. Yes, this way. If you lean over, we can both just about hear. I should feel such a fool if there's no one there.
Nothing so far.
No, don't, just wait.
No.
Wait, tell me this, James. Tell me what you'd like us to do together when we're somewhere private, just us. We've taken each other's clothes off. Now what? Where do we start?
Gosh, Helena, darling heart, you're too much for me sometimes.
You're a straight old arrow, aren't you? Oh, be strong for me, James. We've got to do this.
Ambrose and I, we've known each other such a long time.
I know you have, darling, but we have to face things.
I feel sick.
You think this isn't hard for me, too? God, though, when I think his clumsy pawings, his fat baby fingers all over me, doing his duty, huffing, puffing. Why can't he even find the right place?
Oh, my good Chris.
Helena, I hate it when you talk like that. Now, you are quite sure you can't reconsider?
Reconsider? No, you're talking about divorce again, aren't you?
It would get us what we want without having to do something no sane person would want.
Divorce, I'd as soon cut my hand off. No money, no position, no house worth speaking of. And if he tried it, I'd destroy him, and he knows it. He could whistle goodbye to his hopes of a constituency. No, this way, our way, is the only way.
If you're absolutely sure, Helena, then God help us. So be it.
Don't worry about God, darling. He's an absentee landlord, if ever there was one. By the end of the week, James.
3 days?
Yes.
So soon?
I can't live with him, and I can't live without you any longer. I must go. He'll be back. Listen, James. The bells. Time is on its way. It's coming for us, my darling. Our time, James. You and me.
Oh.
There.
Well, yes, Wilberforce, yes, indeed.
What do you think?
I'll have that scotch now, if I may, Edith.
Vicarage party size, public house measure, or come hell and high water size, as my late husband used to call it.
Your late husband's measure. I'm sorry, about your husband.
Oh, no, died years ago. Cirrhosis. Never met a happier man. There.
Thank you.
So, now let's go over what they said. I did my best, but really the earpiece favours only one listener. We have to compare notes.
Indeed.
What a couple! I wondered at one point whether Helen's colourful language was designed to stimulate James. Some men, they need a rout.
My goodness, quite so, yes. But let's go over the facts.
Oh, Inspector, why, you look quite... You wolf that back, and I'll pour you another.
The trouble with the facts was that they were few and far between, and didn't point to the where and when of what was proposed, or to the full identity of the scheming parties. Edith, of course, was enjoying herself hugely.
It's all horribly suggestive, Inspector.
Suggestive, certainly, but we lack information.
Yes.
But a simple way forward has come to my mind.
Oh, what's that?
I shall trace your telephone line. Well, to be more accurate, I shall have an expert trace it and see whose line it crosses. Then I can track down the conspirators, if that's indeed what they are. I shall go to the telephone exchange first thing tomorrow. This could be something of a first in detective work, I fancy.
I should very much like to accompany you.
Oh, no, that's quite impossible. It goes against all regulations.
Regulations? Are your steely will and bulldog determination so easily swayed, Inspector? When did you let regulations stand in your way?
You are appealing to my vanity.
Of course I am. Have another scotch.
7776.
Goodness, what a place. All these telephone calls. One wonders what people find to talk about.
Over here, Inspector.
Ah,
It's myself.
said to be the best telephone engineer in London. Mr. Riley, Lestrade, I called you earlier.
Dan Riley at your service.
This is Mrs. Marchmont. She's...
I'm his assistant.
Quite. She's the lady who...
The lady with whom the trail begins. Come this way. Oh, Mrs. Marchmont, your line passes through this, the City Exchange. 777 City, to give it its proper name. And this length of copper wire, that is your line.
Oh, I'd imagine something more sophisticated.
There's nothing magic about it. One conversation, one copper wire, operator connecting the lines, relays transferring the calls. What's happening is, as I see it, when you've been picking up your receiver, your line is somehow in contact with another line, so you don't reach 777 City at all. You're straight in touch with the other parties, and early evening is when you get rerouted onto the other line, right?
Yes, it's funny. Wilberforce keeps coming in at that time.
Mrs. Marchmont's cat.
He's taken to coming in early.
Really? Oh, God bless him. Well, that's very interesting indeed. I'll just get me coat. See, that's where your line leaves the house. Mm-hmm. You can just see it underneath the ivy, along the wall.
Ah. But where's he gone now?
Conduit under the paper, where the metal hatch is.
Oh, how clever of you.
Yes, and there it is. 3 houses down. Am I right?
Oh, Quite right, sir. Now it's running alongside the wire from that house. We try and run the wires together for the sake of simplicity, so we end up with bundles of them coming into the exchange.
But Mr. Riley, how on earth do you tell me?
Knew you'd ask that. Every 5 yards, an identifier ring on the wire.
Oh.
Sorry, I'm not with you.
Your lady here, very quick she is, was wondering how we tell the wires apart.
Ah, of course.
And there he goes, our own wire into the park. Let's go back to your house, huh, Mrs. Edith?
Oh, yes.
Aren't you going to follow the line?
All in due course. Got a little trick up my sleeve. Help you move your investigation along. Ooh.
First time I'd seen such a thing. Like the bloom of a huge brass flower sprouting out of a wooden box.
Right. You put the receiving end of your telephone into the phonograph via this device like so. And out comes the sound through the horn. You can hear them clear as a bell, but they can't hear you.
Marvellous.
Now, that's not all. You set this cylinder thus, and be sure the needle touches the wax. Touch the switch. And there you have it. Any further conversations between your suspects is recorded just like a musical cylinder.
Well.
So we'd have evidence. Capital. But I wonder, would it stand up in a court?
And so listen.
So we'd have evidence. Capital. But I wonder, would it stand up in a court?
No. Well, then, who have we here? This will be Wilberforce with us.
I think as usual.
Yes, can we stick to the case, please?
Yeah, but this is highly relevant. This time of day, with the sun going in, the temperature drops, with a snap right down to 0.
Oh, of course. That's why the poor darling comes in.
And here's the point, though. It's that low temperature that makes your copper phone line contract and bring it into contact with another line. I could spend all day looking for those cross lines and see nothing. But now that I know what to look for, thanks to Wilberforce, my job's that much easier. I leave you to it. I'll see myself out.
What a very resourceful man. Oh, look at the clock. Ready, Inspector.
Needle of the cylinder, like so. Telephone mouthpiece, here.
Hello. Can you hear me, James?
Quite clearly, my darling.
You sound, I don't know, sad. What is it?
I don't know how we've come to this pass, Helena. You don't think about any other way. It was all one last chance. Give yourself one last chance, please.
I was thinking of you as I brushed my hair this morning, James. My hair felt alive as though electricity was going through it. Ambrose was in the room, caught my eyes in the mirror and looked away. I looked away too, and then I saw it. So obvious all along. How could I have missed it?
Tell me what you mean, Helena.
A great pit full of mud and darkness, alive during the day, dead after dusk, and he's so damned proud of it. That's the place. How fitting. Where he will disappear utterly. Oh, there'll be an inquiry, but we, my darling, his loyal wife and his oldest friend, are above question. So, Ambrose disappears. Mysterious, yes, but suspicious, no. If, later, discreetly later, Ambrose's widow finds consolation in the arms of his old friend, this will all work, James. You do love me beyond anything, don't you?
Oh, you know how much I love you, Helena. In 2 days' time, then.
Funny, it was your hands I first noticed. You shouldn't worry your fingernails so. It spoils your perfect hands. No, not in 2 days' time. He's going away, some damn business meeting. We're going to do it tomorrow.
No, but...
Tomorrow at 7. I want you to go to the site. Ambrose and I will arrive 10 minutes later. He loves it when I take an interest in his ghastly project.
Helena, where are you, my dear?
Just coming, Ambrose! He sounds in a bonny mood. In an odd sort of way, I'm glad for him.
Tomorrow, and we learn nothing.
I'm not so sure, Inspector.
We don't know who they are. We don't know where Helena lives, where they're going to commit, yes, what does seem to be a murder.
Let me think.
There was one glimmer of hope. Mr. Riley would be returning first thing in the morning. Now, Mr. Riley.
What have you got?
Good news. I've narrowed things down a bit. The telephone calls come from the Clapham area, I'm sure of it.
Oh, right, but where exactly?
Well, that's a little harder. I saw Wilberforce outside.
What's he got to do with it?
The temperature's risen, see? The snow's turning to slush. Until it freezes again, I can't trace the connection. So all we have to do, though, is wait.
But that's the one thing we can't do.
No, now then, gentlemen, never say die. We have clues aplenty. Now, they fall into 3 categories.
They do?
Number 1, what James and Helena said to each other, the actual content of their conversation. Number 2, just as important, what they didn't say to each other.
Now, hold on.
What we can infer from their conversation, the unspoken things, so to say. And number 3, other sounds that we heard on the crossed line.
What sounds?
Listen again. Mr. Riley, would you be so good?
Certainly.
Tell me what you mean, Helena.
A great pit full of mud and darkness, alive
Yes,
during
yes,
the day,
that's it.
dead after dusk, and he said damned proud of it. That's the place, how fitting, where he would disappear utterly.
Did you hear it? A church bell that was... Well, I'm not sure what it was. Slightly out of tune.
And the roar of a railway train.
That's how we can track them down.
Oh, Lord love you, missus. There are church bells and trains all over London.
No, not quite. In this case, the train is passing as the church bell is striking 6.
And a map will show us the railway lines that run adjacent to churches, while a copy of Bradshaw's will tell us the times of the relevant trains. Thanks to Mr. Riley, we know the area to search is Clapham.
Exactly what a good team we make.
Yes. And there's another way we can narrow things down. That bell with the dull sound. It's just in here.
You're being very mysterious.
And here we are. Mr. Quirk, he's a campanologist.
Oh, of course, how clever of you.
Well done, lads. John, go easy on Big Harry.
Mr. Quirk.
Ah, Inspector Lestrade. What a chorus of chimes that is, eh? Little glimpse of heaven on earth.
Yes. It was about the bell, Mr. Quirk.
Ah, yes, the off-key bell. It shouldn't sound that way. No. A crack, a worn clapper, perhaps? Very intriguing little puzzle.
Did you,
I've, made a list of churches that are possible candidates. Or should I say culprits?
Oh, that's a longer list than I
That's very helpful, Mr. Quirk.
Best I can do. Might I offer you tea, by the way?
Oh, we really must.
Yes.
With Eucharist to follow? You could even stay and hear our heavy tenor being rung. The way it sings out, it's not something you'll forget in a hurry.
Nothing we'd like more but official business presses.
Yes, yes. Thank you,
A
Edith.
profitable visit.
Such a long list, though.
And we only have half a day to shorten it, Inspector, if we're to avert a murder.
You don't have to remind me. Tell me, the second category of clue you mentioned, what was it again?
The things that passed unsaid between Helena and James. There's something not quite right about those conversations.
Something false, yes, I did sense that. It's possible not to, after all those years sitting in interview rooms listening to people lying.
The lovers, Helena and James. I ask you, is there really enough passion between them to lead to murder?
Well, Helena lays it on pretty thin.
Indeed she does. Well put, Inspector. But James... Well, when we get back, you listen to him.
Oh, you know how much I love you, Helena.
A man in the grip of a murderous passion. Oh, there's something we're missing.
As we got going, Edith's parlour looked more and more like a Scotland Yard operations room. Large-scale maps strewn everywhere, a copy of Bradshaw's that we dissected for easy reference, and endless notes. We had only 2 hours left.
Oh, Clapham. Well, I've got 13 possible places where a railway and church intersect, as it were, with a train passing as the clock strikes 6.
And I've got quite a fair number of possible churches with a dull bell.
Oh, dear. It's like a game of snap, isn't it? St. Luke's.
I've got a St. Luke's in Old Street.
No, my one's in Holloway. St. Bartholomew's.
No, there's no train. This is hopeless.
St. Chad's.
We're running out of time.
St. Chad's.
St. Chad's. St. Chad's. St. Chad's, Broomwood Avenue. Running beside the park. That's it. That's the one. Come on.
I can imagine Helena living in a house like one of these.
But which one? We've got 10 to choose from.
Slow down, cabby. I was thinking of you as I brushed my hair this morning.
What?
The cylinder, the last conversation. Then I saw it. So obvious all along. How could I have missed it?
The great dark pit.
Yes.
Alive by day, dead after dusk.
Now, where does a woman brush her hair?
A bedroom?
On the upper floor of the house. Helena was speaking literally. She could actually see it every day. The great pit.
But which house?
Oh, stop, cabby. Don't you see? It doesn't matter. With the park this side of the road, all the houses have the same view. Thank you. Oh, pick any house and knock on the door. We go to the bedroom and we see what Helena saw.
Edith was right. The first house had no one at home. We struck lucky with the second.
Yes?
Excuse me.
You what the devil?
Police business!
We rushed upstairs without ceremony, located a room facing in the right direction, and saw what Helena saw.
Look, there it is.
There it was. The pit. A sulphurous, hellish blot under the dying sun, in a building site awash with mud. And moving into view, a car. We had only seconds to spare.
Come on. Look at the sign, Inspector.
Ambrose Bonnard Developments. Ambrose. There's the car, parked right at the edge.
Look, coming out of the shadows, that must be James. What's he holding behind his back?
A tyre lever. We're going to be too late.
Oh, no.
Come on, steady on the mud.
Oh, yes. The doors are opening. Helena's getting out.
What's going on? James? Ambrose, why are you looking at each other like that?
Why don't you get back in the car, Helena? Get in the driving seat, my dear.
But why? What's happening?
There's been an alteration to your plans, Helena. Hasn't there, James?
I can't go through with this.
Give me the tyre lever, then.
Hey, you!
What the...
James, why won't you look at me?
Ambrose Bonnard.
Where the hell did you spring from? What are you doing here?
My name is Inspector Lestrade. Stand still. I'm taking the three of you into custody.
What in damnation are you talking about?
James, please, James, darling.
Can't you see? I'm with him. All along, I was with him.
I don't understand. We love each other.
No.
Shush, you two. Now, looky here, Inspector. Sorry, got off on the wrong foot. Let me explain. Our motor gave up the ghost, so we stopped here. This place is all mine, you know. I thought we could probably rustle up some help.
But there's nothing wrong with the car, Ambrose.
You stopped here with the intention of murdering Helena.
No. We're going to kill Ambrose.
No. Helena was the intended victim all along. When you dealt with Helena, you were going to disengage the brake and let the car run into the pit. Cover it with mud and infill, perhaps. Or let it be found as an accident.
You slanderous bitch. Who is this woman, Inspector?
Edith Marchmont is my trusted colleague. You watch your mouth, Bonnard.
And you, Inspector Lestrade, are making a career-changing mistake.
What was happening here? I feel I can hardly breathe.
James and Ambrose, the oldest of friends. A friendship that turned into love.
Love?
We didn't expect it to happen. Couldn't help it. I've been thinking about it. When I found out he'd been thinking about it too,
Shut up, Jay. Don't say anything.
Well, James and Ambrose, they were the ones... They've been very slow, Edith.
What are you talking about?
All Ambrose wanted was a clean break. A divorce. But Helena, you wouldn't have it.
No, but Helena was drawn to you, wasn't she, James? You and Ambrose saw that and you encouraged her.
Oh.
You played the would-be lover, hoping she would change her mind. That was what was so false in your conversations.
Oh, God, I'm a wretch.
Oh, you're a man. And the sparks fly ever upwards.
James.
No, you would not make the break.
Oh.
I tried so hard, but your pride, your obsession with your precious position...
All I wanted, love, not this. Foulness.
These three people, they led each other on. Nobody meant to start to kill anyone else. Things span out of control.
How did you find us?
Oh, the temperature dropped. A copper wire contracted. We heard you on a cross telephone line.
Meaningless hearsay.
No, there's a clear intention of murder. We have your voices recorded.
That's not evidence. We were play acting all along. That's... Where's me, James?
Yes.
Helena?
Yes.
Well, we'll see what the court has to say.
Enough, Inspector. Their punishment is more than anything a court could mete out.
Oh, God, Helena, let me help you up.
Away from me!
Yeah.
Oh.
Hold on to me, Helena. That's it.
I should just say, let me make
No,
it
enough,
clear...
Ambrose Bonnard. Be silent.
Here comes the rain. One of you turn the car around. Drive the three of you back whence you came. Be grateful. Escape with your lives. You must make of those lives what you will. Inspector, I'm feeling quite proud to have taken you.
At your command, Edie. It's frustrating, you know. All this work and no one brought to justice.
Oh, justice will be done. You'll see, Inspector. Oh, my goodness.
Are you all right?
Stop the cab at this corner here. I'd completely forgotten. I promised Wilberforce some fresh haddock.
Edith was right, of course. Helena Bonnard died last week. I read it in the Times, so now I can tell this story. She lived apart from her husband as a recluse in the country. She took up gardening and had a rose named after her. Bonnard Tower, a mansion block, was built over the pit in Clapham and is a desirable residence today. Ambrose rose to high office in Parliament, but never enjoyed his success. He took an overdose of laudanum in a steam bath in a Paris suburb. And James is still alive. By chance, I saw him at the Opera House a month or two ago. He was with a male friend. James' name isn't and never was James, so I'm not being indiscreet. Edith Marchmont has gone into the fields of light. A phrase my mother was fond of. No doubt with Wilberforce at her side. I hope they're ready for her up there.
Based on a short story by Julius Chambers. It was dramatised by Chris Harold. Lestrade was played by James Fleet, Edith Marchmont by Marcia Warren, Helena by Liza Sadovy, James by Ian Conningham, Ambrose by David Acton, and Riley by Stephen Hogan. It was directed by Liz Webb.